Now
You've
throw me
actually
the demon
observed
core.
other names that I have.
Throw me the demon core. Come on.
Listen, but we need to do what he did in that clip to someone.
You're gonna have to be the one that says that.
I will do it. If Mosey will be so kind to allow us to do that, I will say
You've
that
gotta
clip
say
in
it
its
word for
entirety.
word. Yeah.
I'll even do the voice too.
Shady shit's going on. Shady shit's going on in the background.
You honestly, it's better to not know.
I don't know if it could be considered shady.
I would consider it shady. Just because it's morally incorrect.
Just perish.
Alright, then I will.
Anyway, I have one thing to just say to everyone, and that would be
Not it. Not it.
Not it.
Me and Sam already said it.
Got it. I said it seconds after I fucking joined this chat, you fuckers. It's you all who are late.
Exactly.
In that case, anyway, I'll just do the recap. It's fine.
I ain't
You're
doing
wrong
it.
to do it.
True.
It's true. Jerron, get in here just to do the recap. You're not invited to anything else though. Only recap. Anyway, so last time on Torus event, if I recall, you guys fought the boss, and you may or may not have killed him in cold blood.
He may be a little crispy.
Just a little crunchy, you know.
He's a little bit chickened.
Then you got the shovel, which was revealed to be a legendary magic item. Woo! And kind of stressed the camp out, because the camp is legally required to make an offer on that they have to go through. And it has to be a fair offer. Only if you want to sell, though.
Now.
Anyway, so I mean, no, that wouldn't be enough money to buy the camp. Just it would take a chunk out of there. Anyway,
Let's just bankrupt them a little bit.
no, it wouldn't bankrupt them. Again, it would just take a very large chunk out of their finance.
Yeah, a large chunk, over 50%.
No,
So
no, it'd be like 10, maybe 25%. But that's still
And they'll be fine.
We still have a 25% share of the camp. That is
of the camp's funds, anyway.
Yeah, which we would then reinvest into the camp and get a percentage share.
Anyway, then you made a very interesting
Multi-dot
deal.
math not working.
Shut up. How do I say it? 10 to 25% of their liquid assets. Anyway, so
theoretically, if we liquefied all of their assets, how much would they have then?
a goodly bit more.
So if we liquefied their assets, who would sell it to us?
I don't know. Them?
Exactly. All the people would be liquefied as the people are assets. So,
Anyway,
free.
anyway.
slave labor?
Anyway.
Guys, I think we liquefy their assets.
Unpaid intern.
Anyway. So, yeah, you negotiated about, the city and the Ciron mines and all that, and you got some wacky stuff. Anyway, so then you were invited to Bob Bob's party, which notably, Mr. Contrain said that he would go take care of all the city information and stuff after after Bob Bob's. After, I guess I should say, Robert's party. I say Bob, but I did realize something. He's not the only one that became a high tier. Anyway. So, woo. That being said, cool. So, yeah. What is everybody doing? Oh, I see what's happening here. I see what's happening here.
I don't know who wants to go first, so.
Not it.
Not it.
Not it.
Not it.
Not it.
Damn, Sam.
Just
Looks like you're
leave
going
me.
first.
All right. I'm fine with that. I kind of wanted to. I just didn't know if anyone else wanted to go first. So, my stuff is pretty basic. I mean, we have literally talked about it before, Multi. The general gist of what I'm doing, with the help of Aurorus and Telos, where he can. I'm probably maybe also gonna need the help of another Star Rhine to maybe code an AI, but they also might not need to do that since I need to get light orange Shunchum, actually. That's what I need to do.
That you do. Again, you could
How
just
much-
gut the other robot.
Can I have permission to edit the shovel sheet?
Alright. Why?
You'll see.
So we talked about this. I cannot gut that robot. It is enchanted with light orange.
I'm aware. You could get the Shunshim out of it. It would just destroy the robot.
I'm not doing that.
Oh, I see. That's fair.
Yeah.
Well, the thing,
I'm not killing the robot.
The thing with that, Dion, is that it doesn't look that ornate.
Cool. Didn't ask.
Oh, all right then.
So let it be ornate.
Anyway, so
I need to buy a light orange core. Or just Shunshum. I imagine it'll be easier to buy the core, though.
a lot easier to buy the core. Yeah.
Yep.
There are no Shunshim dealers. I guess I should say there are no raw Shunshim dealers in the camp. There is one guy that sells cores, though.
I need to buy core.
Go up to the shop, and the shop is very secure looking. It's actually set up in one of the buildings. This one looks very technologically advanced, though. It doesn't look like one of the normal moving buildings. Yeah.
I don't need a license to handle cores, do I?
You probably do, but you would have a license. Of course, they also have this shop has been given the ability to give out licenses upon proper tests being taken.
Fair enough, I suppose. I just don't know if I'd have my license with me.
You would have it on you. It would have been on you when you teleported.
Then in that case, I don't need to worry about anything other than price.
Yeah.
So, is the person just in there waiting to be talked to, or is there a bell that I've got to ding ding, or...
He's chilling. He's chilling in there.
Alright, then I'll walk up to him. Hello there. I'm in need of a light orange core.
Light orange. You do realize this is solar, right?
Yep.
Alright, let me see what I have. And he heads to the back for a second. And you hear some slight rustling noises. Light orange. How strong do you need it, roughly? And he peeks his head out from the back. How big you thinking, roughly?
Big as you've got.
Oh, alright. Well, shoot. Goes back to digging around. How much do you know about core measurements?
Out of character, not a lot. In character,
Quite a
a
bit.
good amount.
Fair, fair. I could probably get you a category 2. No, wait. Oh, there's a category 3 here, actually. But that's about the best I could offer you.
Alrighty. How much would that cost me?
This is my only category 3 for light orange. The going rate in star is obviously a little bit lower, but I'm gonna have to upcharge this. I hope you understand. Let me see. And he brings it up, and you see that there's, you know, a decent sized core. Looks like about the size of maybe someone's fist. Like a large fist, like both of somebody's fists pressed together. About how big this thing is. And so for your information, category 3s are on the lower end. There is 10 categories, technically 11, but the 11th category is category 20, and those are very large-sized cores. There's only one category 20 that you know of, and that's the one that's powering star. There's a single piece of purple shunchum that is the size of roughly a moon that they've put into a core. Anyway.
Alright.
So, yeah. That's what you know about the...
That sounds like a hilariously stupid idea to nuke yourself with.
It's definitely not the safest thing they could do.
I'm just wondering how much this will run me.
Ah. That is what I'm trying to think right now.
One whole peanut.
First thing I should probably ask is, are you, do you have a license for this?
Yes, I've got a little bit more than a license. I take out my license, but here's the license.
Ah. Takes a look at it. You see him pull out a little scanner device. Oh, never mind. The databases are down. Oh, shoot. You've got a class 1? Oh, wow.
Is class 1 the highest?
That is the highest, yes.
Alright, what does class 1 let me do?
Class 1 lets you buy any color of shunchum, and class 1 is what you got right before you got teleported. That's what lets you buy raw shunchum.
Oh, so I actually got it. Okay.
Yes,
gotcha.
you actually got it not long before. You were literally buying your first piece of raw shunchum with it when you got blipped.
Yeah, alright.
Oh, wow. What's your name, if you don't mind my asking?
The license should have it on there.
Oh, true. I'm so dumb.
What the fuck? If that license
just-
can't identify me, what's the point of the license?
You just raise your eyebrow at him, even though you're wearing a veil.
Oh, he would have to actually ask that you raise the veil. Just for a moment so we can check the face against it.
I raised the veil. Is Leoilex?
Wow. Didn't know you were here in solar.
Wouldn't
on
it be if I really had a choice, so...
Oh, were you, makes like a little grabbing motion and moving.
Yep, teleported here.
Eesh, that's unpleasant. Well, it's an honor to meet you. I've not investigated your work specifically. I've been more of a fan of, dang it, I've forgotten the character's name. The one who made the hammer.
Hazal.
The one who made the hammer.
Gotcha.
Gonzalez, I think.
It was Gonzalez, I think.
Yeah.
Yes, I've heard about him myself.
Oh, sorry. Yes, let me grab this for you. Let me ring you up.
Okay.
Total would be roughly about 3,500 gold.
Unfortunate for me.
Ah, do you not have that much on you?
No, I'm unaware of the conversion rate between credits and gold, so...
Ah, well, I mean, it's not like you have any credits right now anyway.
Yes, but I generally know the price in credits, but I don't know the conversion rate, so...
Ah. I'm not super familiar with the conversion rate. I usually just let the system handle that for me. But, you know, I can look it up for you if you'd like.
It's fine. I've just been assuming that every tech item I've bought now, people have been kind of guessing as to the price in gold.
It's kind of unfortunate, yeah. From what I can tell, credits are roughly 1 credit per copper piece, roughly.
So 100 to what?
Yes, roughly.
I see. Well, I've got 1,500. What can I get with that?
Well, admittedly, for you, knowing who you are, I could probably... yes, I did up it a little bit for the rarity of getting a light orange out here, but I could probably do 1,500, but I would ask that you don't buy from anyone else while you're here in Solar.
I shouldn't need to buy from anyone else.
Fair enough. In the meantime, I'd be glad to look for a higher quality core for you. This is the best I have for light orange.
That would be agreeable. Thank you.
Of course. Well, here you are. I just need the 1,500.
I'll give him the 1,500.
He takes the 1,500 and hands you over the core.
Thank you.
And very well.
Be seeing you.
Yes, be seeing you
Mom
later.
was serving it all.
Yeah,
I will
so
leave.
for context, category 1s are pebble-sized. They're what you put in like little translocation devices and the like. They're mini ones. Category 2 are like maybe half the size of a fist. Category 3 are about the size of a fist, or about the size of 2 fists roughly. 4 is about 6 inches in diameter. 5 is about 12 inches.
Onwards and upwards, you're getting distracted.
Yeah, I am. Anyway. So, yeah, that being said, anything else you'd like to do, or should we move on to somebody else?
I'm then just going to work on the robot.
Alright.
I don't know what I'll have to do for that, the checks and such, but yeah.
You're going to make some tech checks.
What'd you say?
I'm so stupid, I already had a token for Rob made, and I didn't need to make another one. Let's see. So, yeah. That being said, make me some tech checks. Let's just say you've got how many hours before the party again? Like,
I'm not going to the party unless I can.
you should be able to finish this before the party starts.
In that case, then all right.
Should be able to, depending on what the rules
I have no idea how many hours are before the party.
are. I'm gonna say it's probably. This is during the long rest, of course. So I'd say it's probably gonna be about. I think you said 16 hours last session, right?
Then I have about I've got about 8 hours to do it because I can't do this during a long rest. Not really.
Fair. Got about 8 hours. I'm gonna say that it's gonna take you 5 successful checks, and because it's dual core, you're gonna need to hit at least 47. And it's 1 check.
Alright.
per hour.
One check per hour. Okay. I gotcha. this. And
Count one success.
1, 2. Let me just do that. 3. Lucky. I'm based like that. 4. 5.
Beats it, yeah.
Beats
That.
it, beats. That's a
Oh,
49.
My bad. That is a plus 2.
Yeah. That's 5. There. It takes me 5 hours to build the bot.
Yeah. At least to integrate the second core in there. Because you got the first core integrated, now you just need to integrate the second one.
I thought that was to just make the robot.
Yeah. Oh, no, that was to integrate the core in there. You already built the chassis for it.
Oh, okay.
Remember last session you built the chassis, you just didn't have the cores.
Yeah. Fair.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyway.
So, with it in there, both the cores in there, I need to make a database, don't I?
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
All right, I'm gonna make a database then.
Shouldn't be too difficult with the orange shunshim embedded in there. That's really helpful.
Considering that Talos probably has a base for the database.
Yeah.
Already made. Shouldn't be too hard. So do I need to make an HX?
Yeah. I need 2 successes, and it's gonna be 2 checks an hour. DC 45.
All right. Lucky, actually. I'm not failing. You cannot make me. Simply.
All right. Cool. Takes you an hour. So now it's been 6 hours, and bot's built, and database is made.
I'm going to attach a, I assume fiber optic is still the fastest.
They have... It is the fastest normally, though if you were to... that's tri-core technology, I'm not going to worry about that. Yeah, fiber optics is by far the best that you have access to right now.
Yeah, I would need quad-core tech to get the robot to really, do what I would need it to do.
Why would you need quad-core?
Because if I wanted it to be as fast as possible, the robot would need to have its own dimensional capabilities, so it could instantly send the data without the need of a cord to Talos. But in order to have it have enough power to do that, it would also need purple. So,
that's fair.
Quad core.
No, it wouldn't. Just as long as it had a good enough battery. There's some pretty decent batteries out there. Though if you want something
but that's not. But it would have to constantly have that open and everything.
No, I was talking about like sometimes they use black shunshim to reduce the distance between the circuits to 0 so that information travels instantly.
Yeah, but that's kind of risky to do considering I don't know what the place is like.
That's true.
It'd be better to just have the cord.
It would be better to just have white and just have it transfer all the information into a pocket dimension that Talos also has access to.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna do that instead with just a fiber optic cord. So it's connected so it can send information pretty fast still.
Yeah. Alright. And are you gonna attach this fiber optic cord to the robot and just have the robot like traverse through and have it be connected to the ship?
Yeah. So so the fiber optic cable connected to the robot's gonna send information through the cord to the ship, which the cord is also connected to. The ship is gonna put everything it gets in its database, and I'm going to just be able to access the database and look at what it's collected.
So essentially just have the ship be holding open a portal with fiber optics passing through?
Yeah.
Makes sense. That's fair. And that's just a minor portal, like a very small one, not a ship-sized one.
Mm-hmm.
So that shouldn't require any intense power routing.
No, especially not since the ship isn't on or anything,
Yeah.
or flying or whatever.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, so it should be fine. Heck, it could even supply extra power to the. It could benefit from the ship's purple core.
Eh, that's a little wacky to say though.
That's true. And it would specifically need. We're going real bad into the physics of this, aren't we? Anyway.
So just there. You don't need to go any more into it. That's
It
what's
works.
happening.
It
You can do
just
someone else now.
works. It just works. All right. I think Anna wanted something.
Yeah. Did you look at what I sent you?
I'll look at it. In that case, I'll have someone else go besides Anna.
Yeah.
Alright, I guess I'll go since no one else wants to. I'd like.
I'll go. No, you go. You go. You already started.
All right then. We'll do Anna. It's fine. So. Anna, you are headed down to the.
Yes. Headed down to the Beastmaster.
All right. Good old Beastmaster building. All right. Whoa. What the? Anyway. So yeah. I assume you arrive and Die as usual, kind of chilling outside. Hello there. How can I help you today?
I've noticed one very big problem with my fighting style. I'd like a creature that can fly, preferably large enough to carry me, and it doesn't have to worry about fire.
Let me see. Something that can fly. It is a mount. And is immune to fire, you said?
Yes, preferably so that he doesn't get nuked in the first dungeon I enter.
That is something to worry about, yes. Let me check my stock, see what I have real quick. I mean, I can check for resistances, but I do not have anything that is, how you say, immune.
Resistance could work.
Well, I mean, I do have some very interesting wasps in theories.
Preferably not something that would get my team mad at me again.
It is just a wasp from the homeland of the imps.
Oh no, why are you buying more creatures?
Oh,
I'm not
hello,
in the
sir.
shop.
Oh, I see. You're just talking
Telepathy.
to her.
Oh, no.
I'll be speaking through telepathy. I don't want to have to worry about flying things again. That made me really angry.
Have you considered getting a gun?
What's a gun?
Or even a boomerang? Hell, a bow and arrow or javelins.
Have you considered the American way?
M1A1 Abrams.
Anna,
Get a railgun.
stop buying creatures with all your money. Please. Also, unless you spend a lot of money on something like a wyvern or something crazy like that, how is it going to do anything against the meds we fight? It's just going to die.
It's very gas.
There are two ways to fix your problem if you don't like flying things. Either learn how to fly like a bird, or get a ranged weapon.
Well, he had to clarify like a bird.
I mean, are you gonna argue against the expert here? He obviously knows what he's talking about.
For you, Anna, because you're so quick, perhaps you should stop by a magic store, since I don't think you're experienced in firearms, the same as me, and see if you can't find, I don't know, boots of flying or something. Winged boots.
Get you some wings.
Hmm.
Or
Maybe
maybe you can
Brownies-
find some sort of
Hmm.
wingsuit or something, I don't know.
Maybe Brolnaise could give you wings. You ever think about that?
I could, but that'd remove the current strength boosting mod. I could do that. That is
It's a
something I
risk.
100% could do.
I'm just saying, right?
Yes. Are you still there?
Oh, someone messaged me. He asked they don't buy something right now.
Hmm.
Someone messaged me.
Well, if you
I have
change
received
your
the vision.
mind,
He's just a little schizo.
feel free to come back and consider it again, though. The
Oh
only
yeah.
thing that I could think
One
of
more
that...
thing.
Hmm?
About the thing with Ilu.
Mm-hmm.
Someone very close to me fixed that for me.
He looks taken aback for a second. How did they do that?
They simply willed it.
He looks concerned for a second. Alright, I mean, if you don't want me to look into it anymore, I can. It's just... Eesh. Don't want to be on the wrong side of that person.
I'm simply better at it than he is, so that's all.
I think that's true for a lot of people.
You know, fair enough.
Being on her bad side probably isn't good for your health.
And also, now that I'm really thinking about it and looking, now having taken a look at my inventory and the types of creatures out in the world, I don't think that I really have anything that would work for what you're looking for. The only thing that I could think of would be like dragon wormling, but I don't have any of those. The only dragon I have is, and he points at the back of the shop at the gem dragon sit back there, and not for sale, not for sale. That is my proverbial guard dog.
Okay, well, I'll probably see you another time.
Fair enough. Well, if you need anything or
So
if you
I'll
find
take Brolnaeus' suggestion and go to a magic shop.
all right. Travel safe, young lady.
Okay.
And you go to the magic shop and yes, hello there.
Oh,
Yes,
while you're there, ask about their stock of elemental gems. Thank you.
Elemental what?
Gems.
And you see a high elf man sitting counting stock in the shop. A crossing, wonderful. How can I help you today?
Racist arc.
He's never on his racist arc. He is just racist. Not an arc if it's just how it is all the time. Not an arc.
I'm looking
racist,
for magic items to help me fly.
To help you fly, let me see. Well, I have scrolls of fly, if that's what you're looking for. I also have, let me check my stock of winged boots real quick. Very, very quickly. You see him go and pulls out some papers and starts flipping through. Ah, yes, looks like I have a couple pairs of winged boots in stock right now. I think I also have... let's see, boots of speed. That's not what you're looking for. I think I also have a staff in here or something that would go by what you need. Yes, I think the best thing to what you're looking for is probably some winged boots.
Okay. And how much would those cost?
About 500 gold pieces, roughly.
Okay, I can do that.
Alrighty then. Goes in the back, grabs a pair of winged boots, comes back up to the front, and takes your 500 gold pieces and hands you the winged boots. Alright.
Okay. Oh yeah, and a friend of mine asked me to ask about your stock of elemental gems.
This friend wouldn't happen to be a Starine, would they?
No. I'm pretty sure he's crossing.
Make a persuasion check.
Over back, my dog wants to go.
Anna genuinely doesn't know the answer. Though she's telling the truth, so it gets a +2.
Great. That is, or isn't it a +3?
Oh, I can check. I just, doesn't matter.
Well, you seem to think you're telling the truth, but I have no way to count that the person you're talking to isn't lying to you. If this person wants to come buy gems, they can come buy them.
I could ask him to come here now. I can message him right now.
I'm gonna blood call.
Huh.
I appear out of the ground, just from a seeping pool. God damn it. I'm in like a butcher's garb, blood all over it. I've got scalpels in my hands and scissors in the other. And then Seer also has a bone saw out. I'm here. Okay,
What?
cool. Bye. I blood call back.
That was not a very quick look. He had cybernetic augmentations. Not really sure if I could sell to him legally.
From what I know, it's more like dusty made out of flesh. Not entirely sure, though.
Gains a slightly concerned look. I would rather have them purchase themselves the normal way.
I can ask what ones he wants, and if you want me to, I'll buy them.
For legal reasons, we cannot do purchase through proxy.
I'll blood call back.
Yeah.
I was just asking for your stock. Can you not tell I'm fucking busy? Bye. I disappear again.
Just asking for the stock. Well, I suppose I can take a look for you. Though I can't sell.
Sorry.
Alright.
While Anna's waiting, she'll just pull out the religious necklace to Jessica and just look at it for a bit. While she poorly whistles, fairly poorly just whistles a tune.
Well, it's only uncommon. I'm pretty sure I have at least a couple of elemental gems. Yes, my exact stock right now. I have another shipment coming in here in about a day or two, but I currently have... Are you guys ready? Ready to write this down? Dion?
I'm gonna let Dion do that because he's the one looking.
Alright.
My typing speed is very bad.
He currently has 4 air gems, or sapphires, whatever. 2 earth diamond or earth gems, or the yellow diamonds. Currently only has
Speed it up.
3 fire and 4 water.
Okay. That's all I wanted to know.
Okay. Cool. Well, now you have your answer. Cool. Well, is there anything else Anna would like to do? Anything at all? I also realized there's no music, which is probably why this feels so awkward.
Yeah. I was wondering why it's so fucked.
Do we have any, like... You know what? I'm gonna pull up the... what should we call it?
So are winged boots just boots of flying?
Yep, winged boots.
Okay. Well, I think that's all for now, sir. Thank you very much.
Of course. And, yeah, have a good par.
Sorry if Malmaze was a bother.
Little bit. Definitely threw me off my game a tad.
Do you have anything else to do, Anna?
Anything at all?
She'll probably take a long rest and use what time she has left to go hunting with the other two. Well, with her friends. Group,
Ziz, you go
whatever.
next.
Appreciated. Viz is going to head for the blacksmith.
Ah, yes, you did have that set up. I do remember that. 1 second, gotta get a...
One of us does.
Ready, I'm back.
Wait, is it play
So-
link? How do you use play
Input.
input? All right. Just got some Legend of Zelda music. It works. I don't know how to loop it. Anyway, cool. So, that being said, yeah. Anyone else? So Ziz, you're going to blacksmith. Right. I remember that.
Yes.
So, the blacksmith, and there is... He's once again out working. Actually, no, looks like he's currently having lunch. He's chilling on a table outside of his shop. Oh, it's you.
Good. I won't echo. Yes, I've come to learn as the internship as we agreed.
If I recall, I think I said it would be 3 pars. Only been 1, friend.
My time is off. At least, while I'm here, at least I can ask a couple questions.
Sure.
Yes, will teach me what I want.
I'm having some food right now. I don't see why not.
I was wondering, what if you could predict what the effect of gold would have if I turned it into a piece.
That would be something more for a power specialist than something that I can do. I know the enchantability aspects of gold, and I know some of the, other base elemental effects gold can have, but I don't know how that would work in exact relation to your powers.
I see. Do you know how common gold is? Like raw gold.
Not the most common. It's definitely not uncommon though. We get a lot of our money measurements from whatchamacallit. Some of the Earth cultures said that they used gold as a currency, as the highest form, or technically second highest. So we tend to use that here in solar as well. In reality, it's about as common as silver.
Interesting. What would you? What is the most rare? What would be the most rare metal then?
Probably Conducion or Ceron.
Caducean. Interesting. I think I need to look more into that one. How rare is Caducean?
Here in solar?
In general, yes. But solar specifically right now.
You don't find naturally occurring Conducion here in solar. It doesn't happen. Conducion is only native to Star and certain of the southern areas of Cross. It can be found in the upper areas of Cross as well. I've also heard that there's a single Conducion mine down in Arrow somewhere, but there's nothing here in solar.
Interesting. I must see that specialist then for those next two pars. I will be back.
Alrighty then. Good day to you, I guess.
Same to you.
You're gonna go seek out a power specialist, I assume?
Yes.
Alright. Well, the camp has quite a few power specialists for the sake of its... power specialists are like healthcare providers, almost. They mainly handle people's, health when it comes to their powers. Especially with, power-related issues and stuff involving, healing and, regenerative abilities. That is entirely the work of specialists. Or that they have to handle that because there's special things that could happen. For instance, doing surgery on somebody with a regenerative ability, normal surgeons aren't prepared for that.
Makes sense, yeah.
They're also the best at interpreting powers, possible future abilities, possible yada yada.
Of course.
So you're heading to the power specialists.
Yes.
Why, hello there. There's an Aeron man who's manning the desk. How can I help you today?
Well, I would like to speak to a specialist about my powers and what different metals might be able to help me do.
I assume your power has something to do with metals, then?
Technically related to this, and I take out a chess piece and I'll toss it up.
Ah, interesting. Well, he grabs it and he looks at it. I see you've invested some power in this, but seems like the power mainly comes from yourself, I'd imagine, right?
Yes, it's mostly me. I can just toss that up you without it activating.
Alright. Well, here, give me your hand. I'm something of a reader myself.
How far am I from him? Tell me it's not a tall desk.
I mean, it's an average-sized desk, I'd say.
Alright, I'll just stand on my tippy toes and put my hand up.
Would you like a stool?
Should be fine.
Alright then. Well, sort of reaches over his desk and after a second he stops and just walks around the desk to the front and just crouches down in front of you. Takes your hand. And
Thank you.
You feel a weird surging throughout your body. It's a sensation of it feels like something's pumping through your veins, but you're not quite sure what. It's like a neutral temperature, though, so... Interesting.
Good.
Summoning ability, I'd say, huh? Confined to idols and objects. Oh, yes, I see what you're talking about with the materials here. Yes. Though I would like you to know you're not restricted to metal pieces. You do know that, right?
Yes, but I've also had run-ins with my leaders about touching Shunshum, so I kind of stopped talking about that.
Well, Shunshum's technically considered a metal, but I was talking more about you could use enchanted wood or sacred stone or something along those lines as well. You're not restricted to metal. Anyway,
Oh.
but follow their advice. Don't touch Shunshum. That's a bad idea.
I'm learning.
Good.
At least someone in this body's let him touch Shum Shum.
You are... Have you, speaking of Shunshum, have you touched any purple recently?
I have not been allowed to touch any Shunshum within the last 48 hours or even longer.
Alright then. Well, that doesn't answer a whole lot of questions. 48 hours is only 2 pars.
I should say I haven't allowed been touch since I've joined this group. I haven't been allowed to touch Shunshum, and I don't think I touched any before.
Ah. Alright then. That is entirely fair. Well, what specifically were you asking exactly? The effects of different metals, right?
Yes, gold specifically, or Canducean.
Ah, alright. Well, here, I can take some tests for you. Well, we can take some tests and I can run them through some of our analyzers. I can't guarantee immediate results, though.
It's fair. I got time.
Yeah, results usually come back after about 3 or 4 business pars.
All right then. I guess I definitely can wait on this, but those are rare, so I can wait definitely.
And we can also get you on different materials as well, not just gold.
That's fair. Can do that too. I would appreciate that.
Alright, well, let's get you set up. Yes, if you'd like to follow me. Actually, I'll send some people to collect you in just a moment if you'd like to have a seat right over there.
Certainly. Just sit down and just stare at my chest bruises.
Yeah. After about 10 minutes-ish, somebody dressed in like a nurse's outfit stops out front. We're ready for you now.
Oh, thank you. Hop up and follow.
Take you to the back. We're going to need to draw some blood. I just hope that's alright.
It should be fine. I haven't not used to seeing it, but I'll look away.
Alrighty then. Well, and you see them grab a little bit of a needle. You don't have any resistance abilities, do you? He didn't say you did, but I just want to make sure.
No resistances to anything.
Alright then. And then they just, plop the needle in there, draw some blood. You lose... Oh, I didn't mean to roll like this. You lose 9 HP.
Ah, dang.
Well, I was thinking of buying a used one to get some of the nicer features.
You're drawing a healthy amount of blood, apparently.
Yeah.
They are required to for some things. Power tests specifically are very blood heavy. It mentions
That
here.
could kill a level 1 character.
Well, it's not always that amount. The amount of blood they draw is based on the strength of the abilities. As stronger abilities, we're going to require more. It said in your file here that it said in the brief synopsis I got from our, up at the front desk, it said that you sacrificed some of your own vitality for your powers. We just had to make sure that
Already had that
it
on the
was
list as part of the
we had
cost.
enough vitality to be able to support the power.
That's understandable. Hopefully, I shouldn't have any ill effects from that. It should be fine.
All right, good. And you're an orange eye. You should be able to deal with losing that much blood.
Yeah, I'm more squishy than you think.
All right, he's gonna take the blood. And keep in mind also, the amount of blood they need is also proportional to him. They need a certain base amount, and he has much less blood than everyone else because of his size. Anyway,
So it could have been a single point if I was bigger.
probably only would have been about a D8. Or maybe even a D6.
Makes sense.
Anyway,
Dang my size.
that is one of the downsides of being a small creature. Or a tiny creature, my bad. Anyway, as mentioned, it should be back to you in about 3 to 4 business parts.
Fair enough. I will go off and do what I was supposed to be doing then. Thank you for your time.
Of course. If you require refreshments, as we did just take a large amount of blood. We do have flu juice in the front if you'd like to grab a can.
Appreciate it. I'll take one as I walk. Just walk away back to the group.
The can is like half the size of your body.
Just
It is a regular sized can. It is a regular sized like soda can.
Alright. Alden, do you have anything to do during downtime?
The only thing I need to do is go. I think it's been 2 pars since I.
It has been 1 par. It would be 2 pars after the party.
There's some sort of
Alrighty.
referral link.
Well,
Maybe
then-
My
you can
therapy
use the name
before
on
or
it.
after the party?
Probably.
I
think
think
it
it's
was after.
before.
I think
Was
it's
it
probably also before as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
You got a lot to do.
You have a lot of therapy, yeah.
Honestly, I don't really have much I need to do. I just need the potion stuff to do before we go on our next job. That's it.
Oh, there's gonna be plenty to do before you guys go on your next job.
I didn't hear what you said.
Don't worry about it. He was just
Don't.
being ominous.
Oh yeah, just a little bit. Anyway, yeah. So, that being said,
So potion stuff.
Thank you.
yeah, that's his potion training. That's gonna be after the party.
Okay.
Good.
Auroras?
I do have something, but you can go ahead of me though.
Well,
Mine's gonna be long. Well, not long, it's just gonna be a lot.
Auroras, you've spent the last 6 hours helping out Islay.
And all I'd be spending in-game time is probably a few minutes with what I'm planning on doing.
Ah, fair enough. So if you'd like to go,
Not
then.
allowed. So yeah. No.
Alright,
Why not?
Auroras, what do you want to do during your downtime?
I'm gonna need, want to have me, and of course, if Islay is okay with it, going into a private room that no one can spy on us.
So the one you're
Where-
already in.
Yeah, I know.
Didn't know you two swung that way, but I spot it.
Hi.
No,
you
do
called
not.
off
Do
Granite.
not.
I
Auroras is a
would not do
minor.
that.
Oh,
Yeah,
you're right.
no.
God,
I also have a girlfriend.
Go back.
Yeah, no, Islay is unironically 10 times Aurora's age. That's not.
Yeah, it's a little illegal.
Yeah,
That's very illegal.
Okay, go back. I completely forgot Aurora's age.
Bro.
And now we know what Alden's thoughts are.
I have been
Yeah,
a
that's
terrible
fucked
mistake.
up, Alden, man. I didn't know that. I guess I do now.
Alden's kind
I
of
am on the
sus.
side of the wrong thing here.
Alright, well. Islay, I need a very small favor from you.
Yes.
I maybe plan on perhaps, I mean, if things work out well, maybe it won't be as bad, but perhaps making a little bit of an enemy. But I kind of need your name to at least get what I want from it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's about the guy, who I work for or worked past tense for.
Mm-hmm.
He has something I need, so I was going to sort of use your name as like a quote unquote bargaining tool to get what I want. Of course, I'm not actually going to sell you out or anything.
You definitely can't sell me out, so yes. I'm
So is
fine
it
with you using my name.
okay? If he needs proof that you're actually with me, is it okay if you talk?
Yes, I'll
Or
talk.
okay, thank you. Um, with that, I will activate my now fixed device.
Framo, what on earth has taken you so long to respond?
I have been very busy trying to not die.
I suppose conditions aren't great there here in Solar. Oh, by the way, I'm in Solar now.
Oh, is that lovely? We'll have to meet up at some point.
Of course.
Rendezvous.
Yes. Feel free to take your time. What do you need?
Two things. One is information. I have my group has a nice magic item that we found that even I can cast spells with.
Oh. You actually can. It requires attunement.
He doesn't know that,
I'm
though.
not.
Fair enough. Did you find an unattunable magic casting item then?
I actually do have a magic item that lets me cast spells that I am not attuned to.
Oh, yeah, true.
Wait, which one?
I remember it now.
Oh,
I don't know what it
true.
is,
Yeah,
but I
yeah,
remember
yeah. All right. What rarity do you think it is?
I can cast up to a level 3 spell, so it's pretty decent. It also is quite easy to cast the spells with.
So between uncommon and rare, you think then?
I'd say either a very high uncommon or a mid to low rare.
Interesting. All right. Well,
I also
if you'd like, I can negotiate someone to send it to me for investigative purposes, obviously.
I'm in a bit of a tough spot with my group right now, so I think it'll have to wait for a little bit.
What is
although
this
I have-
group you keep mentioning?
You sort of got. Kept getting into a lot of fights, so just me and some people that I was also teleported with sort of formed into a small group who are now working together, doing small jobs, dungeoneering.
Has your cover been breached?
No. Well, one person knows, and that one person is someone I think you'll like.
And who would that be?
Can I add one condition to telling you this? One small one?
What would that condition be?
I just want to make sure Siren's safe, so if you could send her over this way.
I mean, I've been meaning to send her your way anyway. If I was going to have somebody collect that item from you, it would be her.
Alright, thank you. But the person who is in my group, and I've been working with actually a bit, is Islay himself.
Islay Oilex?
Yes.
And do you have any proof of this?
Yes, the longer you talk.
Oh,
Now, please hurry it up.
Hello there, sir.
We're busy. Could you please hurry this up? We're working on something.
What are you working on? I'm very interested in your work, sir. Big fan.
Unfortunately, for the time being, that will remain a secret.
I see. Well,
Certainly isn't for the government, though, so, you know.
of course it wouldn't be. Of course. Though, I wonder, if you don't mind my asking, why have you rejected my, or not responded to my mails in the past involving possible working together?
Oh, you know, didn't get to me and such.
Deception check.
I'm not gonna make a deception check. That's. I feel like that's pretty obviously a lie.
Well, I understand if you're, how you say, if you've got your, what is the term? What the heck? Inhibitions?
What?
I don't know. If I'd understand if you're hesitant to work with my group, but we could definitely use your assistance if you were willing, and I would be able to pay you very well. We may not have credits, but I do have quite a fair share of gold and silver pieces, maybe even platinum as well. Will you shut that machine off?
I think that happens in character.
That is in character.
Yeah,
That's
so
right.
someone in the background turns on an actual blender.
That was in character, by the way. Just want you to know.
Still in character.
He's like muting himself on his end.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything okay over there?
Yes, they're just using a drilling machine right now.
Sounds like a blender.
It's a very small-scale drilling machine.
Is it drilling into fruit, perchance?
No, we're drilling shunchim out of these trees here.
I see.
Ah, thank you. All right. Anyway, I can send Siren down to pick up the item very soon. Give it about... where are you located roughly, do you think?
We're in like Rola territory, in some plains.
Are you in the southwestern plains, I assume? Are you
I believe.
north or northeast of the capital?
What's the answer to that, Multi?
Northeast.
We are northeast.
I see. Oh, actually, I can just activate the tracker transistor on your device. Doesn't... What? Oh, did you not repair it all the way?
Oh. Yeah, I guess I probably should go ahead and repair it as well. Sorry, it was just a rush work to at least get it fixed to communicate.
That makes sense.
But especially with East Lake here, it won't take but, a second to fix.
Of course, the man's a genius. Anyway, on par with my own intelligence, I'd say. Maybe. He's specialized. But yes, if you're very curious, Islay, we're actually getting copious amounts of blue shunshun here. I'd love your expertise involving this.
Understandable. Perhaps when I'm done with this, I could help you.
It would be greatly appreciated, and I could make your pockets quite a bit heavier. Anyway, understandable. Good work, Framer. Or what's your code name nowadays? Auroris, I think.
Auroris, yes. Auroris Kaolmat.
Kaolmat. Why do Solaran names need to be so odd?
I hate it.
Anyway, good travels. I will contact you if I need anything. Make sure you get that location transmitter functioning again so I can send Siren your way.
Yes, sir. Will do.
Goodbye now. Click. Yeah.
Mind helping me fix the tracker real quick?
Yes, I'm gonna motion for you to hand me. I'm gonna motion for you to hand me the device, but I'm not gonna say
Yeah.
anything.
The transmitter.
Yeah,
I'll hand it to you.
I'm going to then quickly turn it off. Disable it, in other words.
Make sure that he can't contact him.
No, I just don't trust the fucker to not have a bug that works when the transmitter works.
It is active. That makes sense. That's a valid. That's fair.
So, after someone named Siren,
Yes, my girlfriend.
that would explain it. Do we know where he could be right now?
Let's see. Gathering blue
Blue
shunshun.
shunshum from trees.
That it requires drilling to get out.
I can't tell if that's in expression or just literally what's happening.
He's probably being literal right there. He's probably in one of the blue shunshun forests they have here.
I see.
Yeah, if you'd like to make a history check, Aurora's.
Alright. History. Actually, can't find it. There we go. 16.
Yeah, you've heard of them. There are some forests where some of the trees are embedded with blue shunshun.
20.
Oh, true. Guidance is a thing. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
It's a thing that exists in this world.
Yeah, they're sort of like little outcropping bubbles of the dark forest. The farthest one you know of though is about 12,000 miles from the rim of the dark forest. Yeah, about 12K. That's the farthest one from the rim of the dark forest. So he's within that range.
From the dark forest to about 12,000 miles out.
I see. I don't know where that is. I've never looked at a Solaran map.
He's like, the dark forest is a world-renowned thing.
I don't know shit about it because I don't want to know shit about it. You
Fair
can't
enough.
make me.
That's fair.
I can elect for ignorance. Touch me.
You know, that's the dark forest is about as known as like the Taj Mahal or Mount Everest. It's it's known that that's like a thing in the world. It just doesn't.
So something you can definitely be ignorant about.
Fair enough, I suppose. But for the most part, everyone knows where it is. Not where it is, but what it is, roughly.
I mean, I probably know what it is, but I don't know where it is.
Yeah, you don't know where it is, and you don't know any real details about it. All right, cool.
Yeah, that's my thing.
Cool.
That's all I'm doing.
Well, your thing is done.
All right. So, because of my massive brain and ability to multitask because of all my minions all about the camp, I can be in a lot of different places seemingly at once. So,
Right.
a lot of this is going to be happening at the same time. After Anna returns, I'm going to have a small conversation. Anna, you've expressed interest in my work before.
It seems interesting, at least.
What seems interesting about it, if I may inquire?
I don't know. It just seems interesting. Kind of fun to watch how intense you get into it.
Would you like to learn, or is this more of a like watching?
I mean, it would be
TV
interesting. Although I'm not really good at learning, but I try.
Well, it could be a trial and error thing. Unfortunately, at the moment, I'm working on a bit of a complex project. Maybe on an easier project I'll teach you, but I'll keep that in mind from now on. So
Yay.
while I'll be hopping around, I'm gonna continue working on the matron. 2 more rolls sound okay for the time span?
Sure, absolutely. All right.
Alright, let me log those real quick in my progress bar.
If it's while Anna's there, she would be willing to guidance you if you accept it.
Normally I don't.
Yeah.
Alright, and at the same time, I'm gonna have an infestor head to the hospital place to go to Zadia. This would be timed roughly at one of the times I know she'd get off.
All right.
Another infestor is heading to a multi-tool shop. Another one, this time a prowler will head to a gun shop, and my Harrier will be heading to the same magic shop that was mean to me. First one is up, the magic shop. Harrier will walk in, the massive beast. He'll kind of sit down at the entrance, and my hand will sprout from his spine, kind of arc upwards as a second one comes, and then I lift myself out of him and step off, dust myself off. I'm completely clean. I no longer have a butcher's garb on or anything. I have my normal, sort of hunter clothes on. I look like a Bloodborne character. I step up to the counter. I believe we briefly met earlier.
You are a horrific monstrosity.
That's just my power.
I figured it was. How can I help?
They should lock you up.
I didn't know you were so biased towards summoners. Anywho.
No, not summoners. Just looks over at you. Whatever that just was. I don't think my keybind was working. Wacky. Just whatever
I suppose.
that was.
Sure, whatever. I assume my coin still holds the same weight here.
Upon closer inspection, you do appear to be a crossing, which is legally viable. I don't see any star eye in you.
And if it's about my spinal implant, I don't like it as much as you do.
No, I believe you. Again, cybernetic augmentations aren't uncommon in terms of crossings.
Alright, anyway. I'm not here to buy anything super fancy anyway.
Alright.
I had my time looking through your catalog. Do you have any cloak of protections, eldritch claw tattoos, or insignias of claws in?
Cloak of protections. What's the rarity on all those?
All of it is uncommon. Every last one.
Alright. Common. Cloak of protection. I think I have one back here right now. Again, I've got another shipment coming in about a day or two. What was the other items you were asking for? An eldritch?
Eldritch claw tattoo and insignia of claws.
Eldritch claw tattoo. Eldritch claw tattoo. Let me see. I don't really specialize in tattoos, but I think I might have one.
Don't they come in a sort of canister and you can just apply them yourself? I've seen.
Yes,
I think.
I'm talking about the kits.
Ah.
We sell them in terms of kits. Let's see.
If you don't have one in
looks,
stock, then I'll order one.
Looks like we do have an Eldritch Claw tattoo in stock. Though we only have one kit, and I don't know if it's on the order that we have coming in. And you said the other one was
Insignia of claws.
Insignia of claws. Flipping through page. Ah, here it is. Yes. Yes, we have We don't sell these very often. We still have a good 4 in stock right now.
While you're at it, get a stone of good luck too.
Ah, yes, we have a thoroughly large stock of those as well.
Great.
When Anna hears Stone of Good Luck, she'll ask to Brolnaeus, about how much is that?
You
Good
want
luck
one,
probably
Anna?
would help me. Yeah,
I'll see what I could do.
I can give you the money if I need to.
I'll need 2 of those stones of good luck and 1 of each elemental gem. What does that bring my total up to?
Ooh. Are you referring to the insignia of claws and the cloak of protection as well the tattoos?
Yes.
All right.
2 stones of luck, cloak of protection, eldritch claw tattoo, and insignia of claws.
Put in some calculations. Beep, 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 beep. Your total's coming to about 2,500 gold pieces.
Could we work out a bulk discount, since I'm buying in such a large quantity?
We have enough sales to not need to worry about that sort of thing. Though, let me see. I could probably give you... probably give it to you for 2k, just so long as you make sure to come back and purchase from us again.
You've got yourself a deal.
Alright.
I'll outstretch my normal gloved hand.
There's a little bit of a shake. Alright. I'll have one of my stewards round that all up for you.
Fantastic.
Would you like to just wait here for it, or shall I send it to you through other means?
I'll leave this one here, and the Harrier's just there. Simply have it in a nice package and wrap it around him. He'll be good to go. I have other things to do.
Alright.
Speaking of which, my time is cramped. See ya. And I disappear into a blood pool.
Ah, horrific.
What? Does that leave a mess in his shelf? Does that just disappear?
No, the blood
It's just
disappears.
this pool of blood forms, and I sink into it, or I dive into Harrier, one of the two. It doesn't leave any mess behind. However, there is an effect, and it kind of just slurps and disappears.
That's-
I'm then going to go
Here, one
to the one at the hospital. I'll go check in if Zadie is gonna get off soon. I'll knock on the side of the frame. Hello?
He said 1 second, Dion.
Alright, I'm back. Let's see.
I'll pop my head in at the reception area, knock on the side of the frame. Hello?
You see Zadia was actually about to walk out, so you pull the cloth back and she's not even a foot away. Oh, Brolnaeus.
I've noticed you have a gun.
I do, yes.
Would you like to help me shop for a gun?
She kind of pauses for a second.
One of the most known couple activities, gun shopping.
I suppose I would be alright with that. I am about to go on break after all.
Great. I'll treat you to lunch while we're at it.
This is fine with me.
I'm gonna have the other infestor, the one who's at the hospital, begin walking off to a pickup restaurant while we're heading towards a gun store.
Alright. Cool. Yeah. You,
What kind of gun do you recommend? I'm kind
Well-
of in a lot of fights, but I've never used a gun before, so maybe something that doesn't require a lot of skill, or maybe there's some multi-tool mods or something that can help me. What do you think?
well, there's definitely a couple of... depending on which type of multi-tool you have, most of them aren't compatible with, weaponry. But if you have a physical one, it could hold a small pistol in it. As for guns that don't require a whole lot of skill, you might consider either a SMG or a shotgun.
What about something like Bob has, that big minigun?
Ah, I mean, you sure you're strong enough to wield that?
Potato. I'm sure Seer can help me out.
I suppose we can talk to the gunsmith about it.
Just giving you a heads up, I'm looking for a Geth Spitfire.
Okay, that's what type of? That's a assault rifle or an SMG?
That's a heavy weapon. In
Oh.
gear.
Oh.
Yeah, baby.
Oh.
He does like his Geth Spitfires. I would know.
It's one of my favorite weapons because it's so fucking cool.
Torrent of bullets, 30-foot cone. So it is like Bob's gun then. This is pretty much what Bob uses. Shoot. This is definitely going to be on the more expensive side.
If it's just converted to credits, it's 400, but I imagine it's going to be upcharged since it's solar.
Yeah. And they have to. This gunsmith has to essentially make all their stuff themselves. So
I love me some handcrafted weaponry.
Oh yeah.
Anna, I'll give you the luck stone for 500.
I think Anna's a little broke right now. Oh no, she's not. She only bought one magic item. Never mind, we're good.
She would have been broke if she bought what she wanted to buy.
She wouldn't have been able to afford what she wanted to buy.
That's why she would have been broke. She would have done a payment plan or something.
Oh, that's true. Also, she would have had to go elsewhere, because no one in the camp has access to what she'd be looking for.
Anna, did you hear me?
Robbie.
All right. Well, I'll
Yeah, we'll talk to about it.
Yeah, sorry, forgot I muted. But, yeah, I heard, took the money off.
Great.
Okay, cool.
Alright, so we'll arrive.
You arrive at the gunsmith, which is, well, this is probably the most likely gunsmith to have the weapon you're looking for. We do have a couple in town, but this is the more advanced gunsmith.
Hold up. Wait here just 1 second.
All right.
Jim's barbecue. What do you want?
Oh, do they have, wings?
I'll check. If not, pulled pork sliders okay with you?
Absolutely.
Great. I disappear into a blood pool.
I don't know what pork is.
And she saw waiting outside of the door of the gun shop, already just sitting there, was an infestor.
Oh. Was that
He's just
Vulgus,
vibing.
or- That was odd.
That's what happens to the infestor when it goes in the blood pool. Its bones crunch. That noise
And then
happens.
I appear, I put an order in. Do they have wings?
Yeah, they'd have wings.
Great.
They have Hoth wings.
I order wings. Like 30 seconds later, I come out.
Actually,
come out of.
Actually, they do also have a challenge, where they have a folk wing that you can buy, and if you can eat the whole thing, you don't have to pay for it. If you can eat the whole thing in one sitting.
I assume we have to be present there to do that, though.
You do have to be present there, yes.
Yeah. I'll just take the normal order, and then just say, put it in a box, and then leave it on this guy right here. And I pat. He's a dog. Yeah, let's go with that. Bye.
It's a dog. I promise.
I travel back to the gun shop. All right, orders in.
Thank you.
They had wings.
Oh, wonderful. Well, that being said...
I'm not gonna mention how I already had an investor at the gun shop before I even planned.
Oh.
Well, I planned it all out, but before she decided to take
Yeah.
this specific gun shop.
Was that... how you say, following us?
Oh, it was ahead of us.
Oh, and it got here... Oh, did you just set it ahead of time to get to the shop before we got there?
I had a general idea of where the gun shops were, so I just had it here.
Ah, I see. And you just had it move towards the correct one, right?
As we zeroed in, yeah.
Ah, understandable. Good pre-planning. Anyway, let's head inside. You guys head inside, and there is, whatchamacallit? There's a crossing man sitting at the desk tuning a weapon. He is missing an arm, or at least from halfway down the, just above the elbow. He's missing an arm just above the elbow. And it's been replaced with a cybernetic arm, obviously. And he appears to be messing with the weapon. Also appears to have a bunch of other scars and just overall missing things.
Hello.
Hello there. What can I do for you today?
Looking for a first-time gun. Here's my friend. They're my advice here.
Hello. What was the name again? It was Zadia, right? Yes, that's me. You just bought a, what was it called? A pistol, I remember. I'm just trying to remember which one exactly. It doesn't really matter. Right,
Do you have a gun like Bob Bob?
Bob Bob. Oh, I see. He didn't get his gun from me, but we all wear that thing.
Well, actually, hold on. I'm sorry. I'm twisting you around. Zadia, what gun would you recommend first?
Well, again, if you're looking for something
You said like a pistol or...
I said probably an SMG or a shotgun. If you're looking for something that doesn't require as much training. Pistols are also not a bad idea.
The problem is I only have the one arm.
Ah, yes, so probably going to want to stick to the pistols or SMGs, or lighter SMGs specifically.
Seer could help with like a mount, you know, but it's not precise. It couldn't like cock a shotgun or anything, unless it was an autoloader. In that case, it could work. Like a semi-automatic.
I've got plenty of auto-loading shotguns here.
And I think Seer could help with that one.
Alright then. Well, let's see. So what are you looking for exactly? You said you wanted a gun with bombs as well.
Well, let's look for a typical weapon first. Any specific suggestions, Zadia?
Well, I'm not the most experienced with all types of guns. Do any of them, strike your fancy more? More of like the pistol, SMG, or shotgun?
Not quite.
Well, let me see.
Ooh, look at this over here. I like skip over to the sniper rifle section. Is there a Lanat in stock? It's a rare sniper.
Let me see. Snipers, Lanat. No, no Andromeda weapons.
Oh, okay. Damn. I guess a different sniper then?
Well,
a Mantis could do well. It's only got one heat though. I want a little bit more heat. Of course the Vanquisher has to be Andromeda. God damn it.
Well, let me see. I mean, if you're looking for a sniper rifle, you might want one of the Pathfinders. They're good for people who lack somewhat in skill, as they make up for it.
Ah, crap, my arm problem.
Oh, if you just get some lighter materials, you could one-hand it. That's what that one fellow that you traveled with.
Yeah, you're
recently.
right. I could just one-hand a sniper rifle.
So that's cursed.
I don't know about cursed. I think
Anna will speak
perfect.
through telepathy. From how those look, I think using one hand would probably look cooler.
I don't think he asked.
I say this out loud. It would also increase the badass factor.
Yes, it certainly would. If you're going to get a sniper rifle, I would suggest the Pathfinder.
All right. How much would that cost me?
Well, that's a question for the shopkeep here. Let's see, Pathfinder. You said you want Ultralight 2, right? Yes, that would be what's required, right? Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
hold on. Let me. You got a gun range?
Yeah, I got one. We all of us gunsmiths share one.
I'll try and use it with steer. And it works, albeit I don't have proficiency.
Well, I would have to. I suppose I probably have an ultralight one here somewhere. Digs around a little bit. Oh yeah, right here. Pathfinders are pretty.
How much more is that? I don't have a lot of money.
Well, normal Pathfinder's going to run you about 390, just about 400. I usually tend to tack up to 400 because it's it's solar. But if you want the ultralight as well, it's going to run you about another 200-ish gold. So it's going to hit you about 600 gold pieces. And that's not including any other mods you might want to add on there.
Gotcha. Oh, let's put a pause on that, because I got the money for that much. But, what about the Bob weapon? You got anything like that in stock?
Rotary guns. Are you looking for more rotary or just like large area of effect guns?
Both, I guess.
Yeah, fair enough. Let me see. Well, we've got a Geath Spitfire here. It's not my best work by far, but definitely does what you're probably looking for.
It looks cool. You know, you'd think for a weapon of this size, you'd want it to be, like, underbarreled, but it's, like, made like a rifle.
It is, I didn't design this one myself. It's a design I bought from Star not long, actually, before the, cuckoo, it just points at the sky.
What else you got?
Let me see. I've also got for heavier ones. Yeah, I got your missile launchers, your grenade launchers. Let's see. I have. It's not really much of a cone, but it's a laser. It's a laser weapon.
Lasers. How much would that cost? Let me see.
That'd run you about 1,000 gold. And it's the sync
Is that
laser.
the sync laser? Okay.
Yeah.
That's expensive. How much is the Spitfire?
Oh yeah, the Spitfire's gonna run you about 500 or 600 gold pieces.
Well, at least these weapons don't require, like, training, aside from being able to hold the damn thing.
Yeah, they're definitely not light weapons.
Ooh, I got an idea. Zadie, sorry for hopping out. Give me 1 second.
I'll disappear to a blood pool. hop over to the multi-tool guy. We don't need to RP this.
Yeah.
How much would be a spotter support system? .exe Omni tool program. It gives me
Spotters.
proficiency in sniper rifles and +2 to damage with those weapons. It's uncommon.
Let me see. Spotter. Where is it? There it is. It's uncommon. With that would be probably 400.
400. All right. And how much would a Mark 1 primal tap cost me? That's
Mark-
uncommon as well.
Mark 1 primal. There it is. Mark 1 gets you 19. You'd probably want a Mark 2.
How much would it cost me?
A Mark 2 is going to cost you about... Well, no, if you're getting a Mark 1, that would be... about 50... or 550-ish.
550 for a Mark 1. How much for a Mark 2?
Mark 2 is going to run you closer to... 900?
Okay. Keeping those prices in mind.
Yeah.
400 for the spotter support system, right?
For the spotter support, yeah, that's 400.
I'll buy the spotter support.
Alright. You purchase the spotter support system. He asks for your multi-tool.
I give it to him.
Or he asks for your arm, I should say. And he starts programming that in there. If you try to reshare this, it'll self-destruct.
Okay, noted. Don't do piracy, kids.
You wouldn't
Once he's
download a
done,
pizza.
Once he's done,
I
I
would
go to the
download a pizza.
I go to the restaurant, pick up my order, send Doggo home, and come back to the gun shop with food and a new mod.
All right. I can now use sniper rifles.
I couldn't think of a more romantic place than a gun shop.
Oh, here's your food, Zadia. We
Thank
can
you.
go eat outside once we're done.
All right.
Isn't it nice? They have thermal insulated to-go boxes.
Indeed.
Sorry for leaving. I went to the shop across the street, and I'll stretch out my arm. There's like a little hollow field, and there's a multi-tool mod installed in the recent files. I should be able to use a sniper now.
All right. Alrighty then. Well, let's see. Cool.
Could I try out the Pathfinder on a few missions, see how I like it, like a rental period, and I'll pay like 200 gold up front, and if it's damaged or anything and I try and return it, I'll pay more.
Okay, so you put 2 new ones, right?
And this would be
Alright.
just a normal one. I don't need the light
You
one.
had 1 extra from
Oh,
me. so you
alright.
get
Well, I suppose we can do that. Do you want any ammunition mods that would increase the amount of charges, amount of bullets you can fire before you need to reload?
3. That's it. Then you made
Because that is
4 for
at
me.
base only a 2-shot
Pick 'em
weapon.
up, and you made 2 more. And I took 2 more. So, go to the pan already?
We can handle mods later. I'll talk to that in PMs.
Fair enough.
Is 100 gold okay to rent it temporarily to get a
It's
test
not
out,
eat what I asked
and then
you.
I'll pay if it gets damaged or anything.
Probably 200, yeah.
200.
That too.
I'll add it in my notes.
He is going to require that you do a contract for that, though.
Okay, that's fine.
Then he'll call Jared over and write up a really decently fair contract. It's just very straightforward and straight to the point.
Jared never gets to breathe.
Except for that one line where you sell your
Jared is a very busy man.
Speaking of which, you should talk to Contrain.
straight-
And
that one.
I'm gonna buy the Geth Spitfire as well for 600 gold.
Why didn't you ask him about where you should buy the gun?
Because
Shut up.
Contrain doesn't use a gun.
But he would have known. It's his camp.
Exactly.
Is it okay if I buy the Geth Spitfire for 600? Right, you said?
Let me look at the Geth Spitfire again.
It's 40k credits, so 400 normally.
600 sounds about right, yeah.
Okay. Boys, I have 44 credits and I got everything I wanted. Today was a good day.
You mean 44 gold?
Yeah.
Quick thing, I'm guessing that the soldier effect and the luck stone boost to saving throws don't stack.
They
No,
do.
They'd stack.
Yeah, they're not the
Cool.
same item.
Okay, I just have to add that separately. Yay.
Anyway,
So I just clip on the Geth Spitfire and the sniper rifle to sear. Alright, Sadia, let's go have some lunch.
yeah. You guys have a good like little lunch date thing, or at least from her perspective, it's
Thank
a
you
date.
so much for helping me shop for a gun.
Of course. Not my usual shopping date, but I suppose this is a mercenary camp.
I have
I'm
like
going to have to add that entirely separately. This is so much fun.
I have like a rib sandwich and I'm just chomping down on it.
You said
Would you
rib
work all right?
sandwich, and I thought it was someone's ribs.
Just the bones.
Would
Also,
you work
I
all
just
right?
want to say, as per usual, it's a pointless roll, so I natural 20.
Yes, work was very decent today. Not really had any.
What's your specialty, by the way? Like, what do you specialize in?
I specialize in power-caused injuries, so self-inflicted injuries, you could say.
Might have to come to you soon. My arm's getting worse.
That is definitely not a bad thing. And a good
When
thing.
she met me, it was at my shoulder, and now it's reaching my neck. Mildly concerning.
That is, yes. I also specialize in
have
specifically
been-
psychology and how
I
that.
have been enthralled in this bloody project. You're aware of Harrier. You've seen him, big guy. You tried to
Yes.
shoot me that one time when we first met. That was funny.
Yes, you were very odd, and I had heard that you'd murdered an entire village.
Okay, I didn't... You know, that's why
I've learned the
kept here.
circumstances now, but initially,
I don't like it any more than anyone else does. It sucks, alright. It's why I'm imprisoned here for, like, 2 more
days.
months. Anywho. I'm working on a project like him. He kind of came out of nowhere when I teleported, but I've made things in the past similar, and I'm making this new one. Unfortunately, one of my teammates detonated themselves in an explosion and murdered a lot of my summons, so I had a lot of free material lying around.
that
He's
sounds
done
very
that
rude of
twice
him.
now. I'm getting concerned. He keeps exploding himself, and it's hurting him.
Well, send him my way, and I will be able to repair.
I will. You know, oh shit, my therapy appointment's in 10 minutes.
Oh, you probably should go to that, actually, yes.
It's alright. I can get there instantly. I can spend 9 more minutes with you.
Well, I'd appreciate that.
Speaking of which, game of chess.
You think we can do that in 9 minutes? You know
Yeah,
what?
we'll
Sure.
speed round it.
Let's see how fast we can do it.
I pull out a pre-prepared chessboard.
Just blitz chest would do it in honestly probably
Alright.
less than 9 minutes.
29
Oh.
for, well, best of 3. Same rules as before.
She got a 20 unnatural.
Okay.
Got another unnatural 20.
I have a strong pincer with my rook and bishop. 19. I'm gonna lucky that. That's the wrong roll, me. Okay, 22. I'll take the 22.
Okay. She got another unnatural 20.
Alright,
Wow.
I win.
No? What? You haven't rolled a third
That's
one.
best of 3.
Best of
right?
3.
Oh, true. Oh yeah,
Well,
you would have
it seems I didn't get my ass beat like last time we played.
I suppose not.
It wasn't too far of a game, though. Good match.
It's very close, yeah. Especially
Wait.
right near the end.
I won't take any more of your time. I'll make sure to send Aurorus your way, seeing as I am concerned for his well-being and willingness to explode himself.
Yes. Anyway.
You phrase it
Farewell.
like that, it sounds bad.
Farewell.
If you phrase it properly, it's nowhere near as bad.
I hoped this wasn't too much of a bother on your time.
Of course, no, I enjoy spending
Just a
time.
little boom.
Good.
I can have a little bit of nuking.
Just a little boom.
And
I can
aside
have a little
from,
bit of burning.
and I just quietly turn into a flesh pool and then fade away.
We can handle
Screw you,
therapy
flesh
appointment at a
pools.
later date.
And then I arrive in the ship, hand Anna her luckstone, disappear, and arrive at therapy.
Indeed. Do you want to roll? I'd like to take a quick break before the party, but
Yeah,
Yeah.
fair enough.
do you want to roleplay?
Do we
out
want
the
to
therapy
roleplay
appointment?
therapy now or later?
We can at a later date.
Alright, we'll do it later.
Well,
We'll do
actually,
it
I
later.
suppose I can do it.
I've
while
I've
I'm
held
doing
up I've held up a lot of the
I do have
session
a-
already with my shenanigans.
Rondaeus is a great character. Now comes the question of when is Anna going to be sent to school?
Anytime now. We just need to do that.
Oh, no. Hello? Can you guys still hear me?
Just
Yeah.
Marvin is
No, I
all.
can't hear you.
Yeah.
I think that's a little extreme, man.
He can teach her.
Hello?
Yeah, we can.
I think he would
We
use
can
her.
hear you.
I
Testing.
Teach you.
All right, there we go.
I don't
There we
think
go.
he can hear us.
I can hear you now.
Yeah.
Sorry, my headset was being really wacky. I suppose I can actually. We can do the appointment while I'm grabbing my food. So you walk in there.
I think we can do it later.
Fair enough. In that case, I'm gonna use the bathroom and grab some food real quick. So I will. Let's take a quick. I don't know. 10 or so minutes. 10, 15. Let's come back at 15 after the hour. So in 13 minutes.
All right.
Now, why would
Okay,
I
okay.
need to go see someone about my nuking?
Well, Bralneus is, according to him, by his account, the most mentally sane person there, so he would know.
I hate you trust his judgment.
I trust his judgment. He's trustworthy.
I got a lot of shopping done. Sorry that took so
Yeah.
long. I had a lot to do, and I still haven't bought any armor.
You're
I
not
still-
forgiven.
Yeah. How dare you waste?
How
an
dare
entire
you
hour of
take
our life?
time? Do you know how valuable my time is, Dion? Every second that goes by, I lose a second of my life. That's how valuable my time is. Alright? So you taking it up, I don't appreciate that. Next time, be better.
Well, all my attunement slots are not taken up, so that's nice.
So something else to keep in mind about attunement slots, if I recall, keep in mind that I think the system you got, the program, is also counting as a tech attunement.
That counts as multi-tool, I'm pretty sure. I think multi-tool is separate.
Well, your multi-tool attunement would count as a tech attunement.
Doesn't seem... okay.
Well, because that's how attunement works in
Oh.
N7, is that you can only be attuned to so many multi-tool programs.
Alright.
Also, keep in mind, like, the primal mod literally just does what Gauntlets of Ogre Power do.
They do, yeah.
And belts of giant strength.
And yeah, and
I only have one tech attunement because Seer is not a tech attunement.
yeah, Seer is not a tech attunement. No, so the thing about the Crossin attunement slots is that I think you have like 4, right? Or it's equal to proficiency bonus, but you get that for either tech or magic.
What? I thought they were completely separate.
No, for Crossins and Arrows, it's
Let me
it's-
look, because the ruling on this is fucking wacko.
yeah. 1 second, grab a second one. Isn't that what I said, Sam? That Cross and
I don't
attunement slots
remember
can be
right
one
now.
or the other. Fair enough.
I thought they just only had like 3 magic attunement and 3 tech, and then Starines got like 6 tech, and Solarans got like 6 magic attunements. I don't think they should be shared.
Well, so the thing is that we do attunements based
Because
off of
they're also limited by the power of the attunement. Because I
What do you-
have trouble attuning to strong things.
Why?
What?
Because my seer will be infected by it.
You have trouble attuning to strong, very, very strong magical items.
Yeah, I can't find your attunement rules anywhere.
That's because I don't think we've written it out before.
Okay. I am
Well, that's
very
the
much
first
against them
mistake.
being shared attunement slots
Well, so the reason
between tech and magic.
the reason that I think the attunement slots would be shared is because the fact that you're essentially devoting a part of yourself to either tech or magic, and the more magic you do, the less tech you can do, and the more tech you do, the less magic you can do. That's just depending on where you want to spend
But
those.
if you do it like that specifically for crossins, it just makes Starines and Solarans able to do flat out more, period, than a crossin. You would need a universal system in that case.
Hmm. I suppose that's fair. Hmm. Well, the issue with doing it like that is that, while yes, they have more total attunement slots, they have less they can't tune to. At least that's what my logic was in it. But I suppose that's something we can discuss later on. Either way, you shouldn't be out of attunement slots right now.
I was under the assumption I had just like 3 normal magic attunement slots. Technically, since my proficiency bonus is 4 right now, I'm okay, since I have 1 tech and 3 magic.
Yeah, no, you'd be fine either way.
But
That's why
I'm very much against it being like that.
we can discuss it later.
Otherwise, it would just have to be that way for all. So that means Solarans could attune to 4 magic, and Starines can attune to 4 tech, and Colossans can attune between them, but they can't do like super high of either. And then Arons, I guess Arons are the same as Crossins.
Arons would be the same as Crossins, yeah. I think that's again something that we need to discuss later on, but for now you should be fine.
Just another day of Torus event not making almost any sense.
This is mainly because we haven't written it out for this specific thing.
You would think attunement rules would be one of the first things to do.
You would think, yes. Unfortunately, we're whack. I'm whack, specifically. You guys know how bad I am at writing things down. All right. Let me see. So. If I recall, I think I had it where Crossins and Arons had proficiency bonus attunement slots that could be either, and then Starines and Solarans had proficiency bonus +2 but they were restricted to specifically tech or magic.
So we talked about this. The reason that it should be fine to have it where it's either or for those two is that mechanically, the interference should mean nothing. And that's always been my standpoint, is that mechanically it means nothing. So That's why when we went over it, I was okay with it because in my mind, a legendary magic item should not affect tech items.
Oh yeah, no, the worst I would have it do would just be he feels that they don't like each other, but that's I wouldn't actually have him be unable to attune to like a legendary magic item. Heck, even an artifact, I would I wouldn't have any actual nothing more than flavor.
Then the trade-off of less choice versus less attunement slots should be fair enough. If attuning to one does not affect the other. Other than you being able to literally attune to less total of it because you've taken up an attunement slot.
Yeah.
And I think it was proficiency bonus +3 attunement slots as I literally wrote down the exact number I was told last time, which is 7.
I believe that was it, yes.
And I attune to things as if I was Solar. Yay.
Yeah, that checks out. Yeah, I think it was +3 actually. You're right. Yeah, that sounds about right.
The only mod I'm going to buy is the basic shoulder mounts, and this just allows me to strap the Pathfinder to my fucking shoulder apparently and use my int mod.
Nice.
Oh.
That's 50 gold normally, and they're common.
Oh, absolutely then. That's not a problem. Okay, 1 second.
Now comes the question of, did anyone ask about, is this supposed to be like a higher class, nicely dressed party, or is this just a common whatever you feel like party? Because
it's a high tier party, so whatever you feel like.
Yeah, it's
This is a mercenary camp. They're not pulling out fucking tuxedos.
This is Bob, bro.
Yeah,
You get ridiculed for coming in a tuxedo.
No, you wouldn't. I mean, they might.
I would make fun of you.
You gain a negative cool for it.
Gentle minions.
I forbid you from saying gentle minions again. I have bad images in my head from the existence of minions and Gru.
Uh-oh.
I will not explain.
You will not elaborate, you refuse?
I do refuse.
Alright, I see. Gentle minions, then. Anyway. So, cool.
Ooh, nutmeg. Good, very good.
All right, I'm back. And right on time, too. Perfect. Wonderful. All right.
Switching back over to my desk mic. So, yeah.
A meteor falls on the camp and everyone dies.
What? No. Huh?
He says no, but yes. As
What
the
do you think-
meteor DM, I have decided.
What do you think it would be a good, like, background game music for this?
Some not
Oh, I have the perfect one for you.
Oh.
What's the game?
Oh, it's your fan favorite. It's one you've heard before. Frogs.
Oh, my fucking favorite. Let's go. Let's get some frogs in here.
No, we're not doing frogs.
No.
What's wrong with a little bit of frog?
Everything. They're so
Speaking of
annoying.
frogs,
Not
have you
to mention my
guys seen
headphones
Crazy
are
Frog's
dying.
penis?
It's gonna be so much work.
What?
I love that Robbie kept talking over it.
Anyway, so do we have any ideas?
Yeah, look up Crazy Frog, and you can see it.
I think I'm fine.
I'm not going
Go.
to. You can't make me. Anyway, let's see. If I had to make a guess for.
Wait, I have an idea.
Friday
I don't know
Night
how to.
True.
Actually, not a
The Lethal
horrible.
League
Let's get a
Blaze.
funky beat.
Yeah, Lethal League Blaze.
I'm just gonna stick with the village music. It's fine.
He says, yeah, I got a rap.
Play, AO'd, input.
Well, that's not very heavy.
How do you loop AO'd things? Do I just have to do it again?
You want me to go with you?
No, I'm fine.
Guys?
Okay.
I don't know how to work AO'd.
But
Do I just have to? How do I loop it? Do I just have to?
I believe you've got to
Slash repeat.
Slash repeat.
True.
Slash repeat all true.
Well, then Stephen can come out and help you.
Yeah, I get help unloading it.
Okay.
All right.
Help loading it too, so.
Man, I can't relax to this.
Can't relax to this? Why?
Yeah.
Okay.
Makes me think.
I tried to charge it all day today, okay?
Anyway,
And the stand didn't
so
work well.
that being said,
I plugged it in
cool.
for a minute.
So I've called this Bob Bob's party. That's really only because you know Bob and he's the one that invited you. It is really the party of both Bob and Rob because they reached high tier at the same time.
It is.
As their powers are literally just linked to each other. So
That's cringe. They should be different people.
They should repel each other. When one gets stronger, the other gets weaker.
no.
True. That way, when the other dies, someone gains infinite power.
Anyway,
Multi can't answer.
He
knows it's
anyway,
true.
Those were right.
No. Shut up.
You can't answer because he already has a character like that planned.
Yeah, it's crazy. That's how he's gonna TPK us. Session 5, everybody. Session 5, he TPKs us.
This is session 21, dude.
I know I know.
going
That's
back
why
in
in
the
session
past.
5 he's gonna TPK us.
We just have another reset. Don't worry.
Yeah.
All right.
We'll have one more frame of music.
One more.
Anyway, so that being said, yeah, you guys, it's time for Bob's party, or it's time for the party of Robert. As that is literally
Who are they
both of their-
robbing?
No, Robert.
Yeah, who are they robbing?
No,
Bert.
they're telling us to rob Bert.
Oh!
Alright, a
They
little
want
slow on
us
the
to
uptake, aren't you, Sam?
Yeah, a little. Why do they want us to rob Bert?
I don't know.
I don't know,
Because
he
he
must
has
have
paid
something
his
pretty
debts.
valuable.
You know what? Fair. What do you guys want from Bert's house?
Anyway.
I call his bed.
So you guys show up at the party. I'm gonna zoom in on the stream so they can get a good view of. Show up in the VIP section. The VIP session. Well, VIP section of the camp, I should say.
Oh.
And
Damn.
inside this big courtyard here is where.
The vibe is.
Yes. This is where the party is being held. They've actually got a dueling ring set up as well in there. And oh boy, yeah, that's fun. Yeah, they got a 5-point dueling arena set up, and they're having team matches going on right now. And you know, on one team they've got Bob and Rob, and the other team they're having other people just decide, you know, group up and try to fight them. Occasionally they're doing 2v3s. Upon watching, you see that the two synergize actually really well. And I mean, obviously they synergize really well to the point where you actually see them, like, you actually see Bob grab somebody and slam them into Rob, and almost crushing them between the two of them. Afterwards, you
They're
see
literally just the heavies from Pudis Extreme.
pretty much. They're just kind of going at it. Let's see. Yeah, they're just vibing. They're going at it. There's party decorations, and the main color scheme appears to be yellow, as I'm sure you can probably imagine. And overall, between the bouts, you know, Bob and Rob, Bob especially has been really very friendly to everyone, and Rob's got a smile on his face, like a very good smile, good consistent one, which is about as much as he normally shows. Emotion-wise, I mean. Maybe a little bit more, actually. Anyway. Got a couple of broskies, a couple of buds, a couple of friends, just chilling.
What kind of food they got?
Oh, they got all kinds of food.
They don't got apples.
Unfortunately not.
Unfortunately, I ate before I came here.
You know, but they've got they actually have one of the folk wings from the barbecue place that they've been like carving large chunks out of and just chomping down. Keep in mind, this is a full-grown folk, not a juvenile folk. This is
Big bird.
That's a very big bird. They've also got some.
It's the biggest bird.
Also got some cured hexwolf steaks, which normally don't tend to taste very good, but the smell coming out of these is something else. You also see the two of them. There is a woman as well who.
You're a woman? What?
Shut up.
Sorry, I'm taken.
Women aren't real.
Who looks somewhat similar to Bob and Rob actually. And
Woman?
maybe a slight bit older. Though in
Hold
term-
up, guys. Wait here. I've got to go get into a love triangle that I don't even realize exists.
He's putting on the Riz. Watch him go.
Let me
It's
check.
gonna be really unfortunate if that's his mother and not, you know.
That
love
is his
triangle.
mother,
Even
for
better.
sure. That is his mother, no doubt.
No doubt about it.
Even
That is his mother.
That's definitely his mother.
Just why it's even better.
Wait, what?
Whoa. Okay.
I can make that joke. In character, I am taken.
I
I
don't
don't-
think that lets you make that joke. Actually,
That's all we're gonna know what about.
Um.
At least I'm not a pedophile like all of them.
True. That would make her a pedophile, though.
True, actually. And you actually see that there's a couple other people that look to be, you know, siblings, and they even and as you're watching, you actually see a teleportation circle activate, and comes through is a family of snake-looking-ish people that Ophidic greets very warmly. Yeah.
New Ophidic Lord just dropped.
Who's asking?
Anyway, what do you guys do?
Not really.
I'll go up and say,
Anything?
you know, hi and congratulations, you know. It'd
Yeah.
be
Yeah.
rude
Yeah.
not to.
Say hello.
Thank you.
Just
Thank you.
simple
Yeah.
chatter. Hello.
Not really. Not really looking to make a splash, so.
Yeah, that's fair. All right. Well, glad to see you. I haven't introduced you. This is me mum. Hello there. Nice to meet you.
Pleasure to
Hello.
meet you as well.
1 second. I have to look at something real quick. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-da-bow. Where is it? Companies.
Beep, beep, beep.
Companies.
Boop, boop, beep, beep.
Companies.
Calculating. It's multi right now.
Nice to meet you. Gina Sylvain II.
I'm Aurora's Cowlmat.
Nice to meet you, Auroras.
Anna Death.
Oh,
Is
You're right.
it?
Alden Herald.
you look like a friendly bunch of people.
I
Yeah,
was
they're
about
pretty
to call
good.
us friendly, but
And I'm sure you've met my brother. Hello.
Hey, bro.
Yeah.
You know, this is actually his party too. I'm just the one that handled the invites. He's not really much for, you know, much for talking. No, I'm not. That's okay. It's okay for him. It works,
Some
yeah.
people are just like that.
Anyway, you done practicing holding still, huh, bro? I suppose, yeah. At least for now. Anyway, welcome. Yeah. Wow, you're rather talkative today, aren't you, brother? A little bit. All right, and well, help yourselves. We've got refreshments over there, and we're going to be opening gifts here in about an hour or so. And in the meantime, you know, feel free to duel. Feel free to, you know, we got whatchamacallit. We got a band
Okay,
playing.
I'm back.
Overall, you know, entertainment, food. What more can you ask for a party? So, that being said, enjoy.
Thank you.
Very welcome.
I'll go off to get some food and drink.
Yeah,
And also,
same.
by the way, fun fact, something else I'll point out. Their mother is about as buff, if not buffer, than they are. Just thought I should put that out there.
No comment.
What color are her eyes?
What color are her eyes? She is actually a
Black.
purple eye. Or no, she'd be a green eye. Yeah. Yeah. Their dad was the purple eye. And yeah, cool. As for Phoenix family, they are lower. The highest tier member of the family is the father, who is the yellow eye, but that's about it. Yeah. You see Octavius over on the side, like he's a wallflower, and he's just cleaning one of his guns. Specifically the Pathfinder. He's cleaning it out.
I'm gonna go sit next to him. Hey. I just bought this. I'll put down a Pathfinder. Any suggestions?
Looks over at it, picks it up. Good gun.
I was told it would help me with my bad aim. And I got this shoulder mount so I don't have to use my hands.
And he passes it back to you. And he
Do you have any suggestions for, like, ammo?
And you see him, like, pop out the mag on his current one, and he...
Minecraft villager.
And he, hands it over to you. And, inside the ammunition is labeled, extra piercing ammo.
Oh. I was thinking maybe, like, once I could afford it, some warp ammo. But no one in my group really primes anything, even though it looks like their abilities kind of do. But I guess it's more of a tech-only thing.
Yeah. Well, probably could. You'd get some tech items to use to make priming active ability on their abilities.
Yeah, maybe like a pistol, so that way when I shoot them, it'll prime them, and then I hit them with the good old 1-2 and detonate it.
He pulls out his... You see as he pulls up his arm, and he actually has a little bit... He actually has a multi-tool built in there. And he starts, looking something up that's in his little database there. And shows you. And it is a program. It's an Omnitool program that allows you to use your abilities to prime things.
That exists? Oh, we gotta get everyone one of those. I imagine it's kind of expensive, huh?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not one for events like this.
He points at it again. It also has a little note on the side that says restricted to elemental powers only.
Still useful. Well, I'll keep that in mind. I suppose in the meantime I'm gonna sit here and wait as everyone else does stuff, because I'm not interested in a big bash like this.
I'm gonna take out my guest Spitfire and begin toying with it.
He looks over at it and raises an eyebrow.
Big gun.
Big gun.
If you could see his eyes, he would be rolling them. And goes back to cleaning his observer. Or his
There's
Pathfinder.
no fire better than an indiscriminate fire.
Oh yeah. Tell me.
I sure do love that kind of fire.
Don't need to worry about hitting Anna.
Unless I consider her an enemy.
Do it just this once.
I was talking about
So
Rolneus, but,
Anna just drags someone into the
Rolneus
giant
could very
AoE
well
that creates. It just holds them there.
pretty much you could legitimately do that. Anyway. Yeah. So, what's the rest of you doing? That's what Rolneus is doing.
Anna is going to eat for a bit and then just play with Valor amongst the crowd.
Makes sense, makes sense. I'm really quiet on the stream,
Attempt
aren't
to
I?
get Valor to do some kind of trick.
Make me some animal handling checks. I don't hear rolls.
Go,
being
natural
made.
one. Watch it. Whenever it rolls. Okay, it's got it. I rolled a natural 2.
Valor is being lazy today.
I offer him a treat if he does one.
You have advantage in your check. Roll again.
Double that one, please.
Stuff is loading. My internet's bad. Yay. We'll go through now. Oh, there. Apparently, it's gonna just machine gun them now. Okay. My internet finally
26.
started working.
Valor gets up. Valor gets up, and he does a backflip. I expected more payoff from that reveal there. No? Nothing? I see. Alright.
Anna just gets excited, jumps up, and tosses them an extra treat.
What the dog doing?
What's the dog
He's doing a flip.
What the dog doing? That dog got a chainsaw.
Wait, what?
How does the crowd react?
Yeah, chainsaw robot dog. What you guys know about him?
How does the crowd react to the Hexwolf doing a backflip?
Well, to the few people that were looking, they are amazed, they are shocked and surprised.
Good job, 3 people stole.
One of those 3 people just happened to be Bob.
Oh.
What?
It's only 3 lame people.
Yeah, 3 people we don't care about.
What?
You heard me. I've planted 5 bombs around this camp. Can you find them all?
Octavius would have seen it as well, but that's because he's Octavius.
They're underground. Bullshit.
No, the dog doing a backflip.
Oh, I thought you meant the bombs.
I like how it takes his buddy 5 seconds to stop running to blow up his body.
Don't worry, our plan is safe.
They'll never know what we plan to do because I've planted 5 bombs. They'll be too distracted.
It's just a stupid joke. Anyway.
Anyway, Anna is currently praising Valor as he finally did it.
Yes, he finally did it. He finally did the backflip. Like
months.
What, like 4 Trilivore days, roughly?
Yeah.
So that is at least a couple months, IRL. That's almost 4 months. No, that's.
I think that's around a month.
No, that's a little over 3.
As if I'm correct, a par is 7 days, which is.
No, a day is 12
Yeah,
pars.
that's what I meant. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
12.
A month or two.
So that would be.
It's an amount of time. We don't have to go into the painful math that this is.
It's not painful.
It is to us.
It's about a month and a half actually. It's been about a month and a half. All right. You guys have done quite a lot in a month and a half.
I've successfully amazed like 5 people.
Yeah, pretty much. Anyway, yeah, Bob grabs one of the Hex Wolf like jerky things and tosses it to Valor, and Valor gobbles it down, loving it. It's a well-known fact. Hex Wolves can be cannibalistic at times.
Interesting.
As they are one of the few things that can really deal with their own poison. And venom. Though for Trilivorians, once you've cured it a little bit, the poison adds quite the spicy flavor. As long as it's prepared correctly. Anyway, Anyway, what's this one? What's the dog doing? That's a good question. Anyway, so yeah, and actually at a certain point through the party, you see some people asking Bob and Rob what would happen if Bob ran into Rob with both of them using their powers. Yes, nobody's ever seen that happen before, because they are oftentimes on opposite missions. But people know what their powers are, the immovable object and the unstoppable force. And you see the two of them smirk. Now would probably be a good time to show off, huh? It's pretty interesting what happens, actually.
Hey, Fiddick.
Yes.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Oh, I've seen it before. It's
They're
not
just
that
going
bad.
to explode, aren't they?
No, actually, it's really not that bad.
If you say so.
So you see a crowd sort of starting to form around the two, though everyone can still get a pretty decent view. And you see as Rob just begins to hold incredibly still. And Bob begins circling around, running, building up speed. Like a good amount of speed. Not plenty to activate his power, right? And he charges, and he runs. And he hits Rob, and there's an initial collision. And then he passes through Rob. And keeps moving. Neither the object moved, nor the force stopped. And that is what happens if the two of them collide. Or if Bob collides with Rob. That is my explanation. The force doesn't stop, and the object doesn't move. They have an anti-paradox measure in their power. Anyway, so that's a fun little tidbit of information there.
Anna just kind of like looks blankly, like trying to put together what happened.
And everyone just kind of looks shocked for a second and just, what? And then you see someone just starts cheering. It's a couple of Star Ions just start, ooh, yeah! Because they were worried that it was going to cause a paradox, and it didn't cause a paradox, and they were rather happy about that. Anyway, yeah. So the party lasts for about, a couple more hours. After about an hour of you guys getting there, they start opening gifts. Rob gets a big ol' shield, like a big ol' really nice tech shield. You see it clip it onto his arm. Without him using it, doesn't really look like anything. But then he clenches his fist on that arm, and like pushes a slight button on his glove, and the shield clicks on, and it's like a great shield almost. It's a big old tower shield, and it's spiked. And then Bob, he got a big old modification for his Gatling gun that should increase the speed without increasing the heat up rate. He got a coolant mod for his gun. Why? What? Anyway, I don't know what just happened.
What are you talking about?
Nothing. I'm talking about nothing. Anyway, yeah. So the mod essentially just buffed the effectiveness of his Gatling gun. He also got some rather nice, like, he got some gloves as well that look like they almost have like brass knuckles-ish type thing on them, but it's like retractable. Pretty decent tech items for each of them. And yeah, then they have a big old cake that they pull out, they roll out, and they cut it up, and everyone gets a slice. And overall, things are going well. It's a good party. It's a good time.
Okay, when does something go wrong? That's what I feel like this is leading up to.
Yeah.
Let me bust out Oswin to look for
I
cultists
already
real
told
quick.
you guys. I planted 5 bombs.
Oh, we know about that. What else is gonna go wrong?
They're going to explode.
Yes,
Well,
we
And
know
deal
that. But
431 damage.
Well, all right
When does
then.
Blue start sensing chaos energy?
Wu senses no chaos energy. What happens?
Doubt it.
What does happen? Because apparently I was being a little obvious about it. There's a certain
A little.
There's a certain high elf that walks into the party grounds.
Bro, I'm drunk as fuck right now.
If you guys would like to make any history checks or anything like that,
I mean, sure.
Why not?
Alright.
Yo, I'm great at history checks,
That's
if you all know.
I'm gonna lucky that. Just so I don't get a nat 1. No other reason.
27.
I rolled an 11. I'm not getting better. Well, actually, no, I get to
ignore
add
the plus 2.
D4.
It's just 12.
Okay, I have a 13.
all right.
I think I pass.
Yeah, you pass. So I'll just describe. This is the same high elf that you saw exiting Mr. Contrain's office not long after whatchamacallit.
The Adventurers Guild dude.
Yeah.
Anna would remember
Fuck
him
him.
purely because she found him annoying.
Fair enough. That, and he does have
He
quite
would
I
the...
never
probably
seen
remember
this man.
Anna because Anna called him annoying.
Another thing that's notable to him about him to Anna is that he has quite the
Black Air Force energy.
powerful magical aura around him.
He planted 5 bombs.
So they're
True.
now.
10 bombs planted around the camp. Can't you find them all?
Well. What do we have here? If it isn't the
Part of the
descendant,
crowd says, "Oh, it's the annoying guy."
if it isn't the descendants of my traitorous father's cousin, or no, my father's, doesn't matter.
Complicated family tree, man.
I just
Someone
realized
related in some way to what I do.
if it isn't my second cousins, No, third cousins. If it isn't my third cousins.
If it isn't my third... No, isn't it fourth?
Shut up.
Isn't it my cousins?
I'm
you
just-
don't know your
I'm-
family well. My God.
I, as the DM, I'm just gonna start over real quick.
No,
Why?
that's canon.
If it-
It's
Why, if it
it's
isn't
canon.
my
He doesn't
third
know.
cousins? How's that traitorous grandmother of yours doing? Hmm? Everything going well for her?
Don't be disagreeing.
Hello there, Stavros. It's Stavros. Do I look like I really care?
Gyarados?
You really always have been insolent, have you?
Didn't we just call him Mr. Annoying? Anna will whisper that into the ear of the person in the group that's closest to her.
Not me.
Just wanted to stop by. I mean, it's a very important day after all. Checking on your family's lineage. Something I'm very familiar with. What do you want? Oh, nothing in particular. Just wanting to see my dear cousins. I don't really recall inviting you, but welcome. Can I interest you in some cake? Oh, no. Oh, no. Heavens, no. Anyway, I'm just wanting to let you know that grandfather is glad to hear that you're doing as well as you are. Well, tell him that we're doing good. You know, we're high tiers now, living our best lives. Well, good. I'm glad to hear it, especially now that you're working with this little company of yours. Yeah, you could say that. It's not so little anymore, actually. See, we're a whole camp now. Heck, we just had a crew bring back a legendary magic item. You know, we're reaching the big wigs, you know. Interesting. Well, just thought I'd
Damn it.
stop by. Oh, and I hope you don't mind that I, brought a couple of my subordinates with me, just for purposes of comfort. I'm sure they'd be glad to have a little bit of cake. And you see as a couple of, rowdy, kind of adventurous,
He did too.
adventurers guild folks.
It's impossible.
And they come in and just start grabbing up, multiple plates. Is it one plate per person, or are they allowed to have as much as they have? As much as they want? Well, we didn't really restrict it to one per person. Good. Glad to hear it. So...
I was just they have an infinite stomach.
No, it's like...
But you're
it's,
not allowed to leave without eating it all.
it's like 10 or so guys, roughly.
Rolneus, you'll just hear through telepathy everything that I just typed.
Also, Multi, this is the surprise. I hit all 5 bombs in the cake.
Anyway.
So, how does Rolneus respond to what Anna asked?
Is Borne's here?
I'm here.
You can just talk about that in chat. Oh, is that wonderful camp leader of yours here by any chance? I was really hoping to see him. Oh, there he is! And over in the corner you see, Mr. Contrain. He was enjoying a piece of cake with his family there. And you do see his whole family there. He has, a good Aeron wife and a couple of, actually, would he have an Aeron wife? No, he would have a Solaran wife. And his kids look full Aeron because he himself is full Aeron and the genes sort of. Anyway, and he has like 3 or 4 kids. I think, let me look at my notes. He has 3. Anyway. Yeah. Yeah, 2 boys and a girl. Anyway. Yes, just wanted to know that you're entering into some dangerous territory, Mr. Contrain. This is Adventurers Guild land, after all. It's not really anyone's land, so far as I was aware. I thought this was a free country. Oh, I suppose you could call it that, but you see, the Adventurers Guild is the official guild of the region of Solar, and because of that, all of the quote-unquote free land in Solar is, well, under the jurisdiction of the Adventurers Guild. That's not really how the law works, but all right. Oh, what was that, Contrain? Was your snivelling little mouth going to say something impudent? Excuse me? No. Please, go on. No, You come into my camp, interrupt my friend's party, and act like an absolute f***ing idiot, just so you can push a little advantage. Is that what's happening here? So you can show some quote-unquote dominance. What? I don't need to show dominance. Why would I need to show it when I always have it? I really...
Oh. This IF is a prick. Can't wait to kill him.
Anyway, just wanted to know that there's going to be a little bit more competition for your little group of ruffians. After all, this is again Adventurers Guild land. We have quite the hold here. No matter what you really decide to do here, just know that anything you do is something that I'm letting you do. No, I don't really think that's how that works. After all, this is my group, my mercenary camp, my men and women. And we will outdo you one of these days, Mr. Sylvain. You may think you're all high and mighty because you're an officially recognized group, a guild. But that doesn't mean that you're better than us. In only a year and a half, we've already built this, and he gestures at the camp around. And at our current rate of growth will be... I don't really care about your current rate of growth, or your little camp, or anything about you. I mainly just stopped by to let you know that if you continue as you are, there will be consequences, Mr. Contrain.
Yeah, for a man who doesn't care about rate of growth, he sure is threatened, that's all. It's almost like he's threatened.
Anyway, I just thought I'd stop by and...
Is your
leave
pants
that.
in front of us, or...?
Excuse me?
I mean, I said what I said.
You're one of their dungeoneers, aren't you?
Nope.
Leave him out of this, Sylvain.
I'm actually just here on a whim. Not really associated.
Easily. Leave it. So, anything else to pester us with, Mr. Sylvain? Or will you be pleasantly escorted out of camp by the best of my men? Oh, no
Can I
need for
quickly
such.
ask, is anyone currently holding Anna back?
Aside from the blood bond, no.
Anna will be approaching him. She is
Just have
very
that
visibly
back.
angry.
With Do you have the intent to physically harm?
Not yet.
Okay.
I'm going to telepathically enter Anna's mind. Anna, don't do what I think you're about to do.
Upon
Just-
entering her mind,
Don't get in yet.
not long after that, you feel a massive intellectual presence enter her mind, like one that like makes you feel significantly dwarfed. Anna, make me a wisdom save with disadvantage.
Oh,
Is Anna under attack?
No,
This is contrain, probably.
it is contrain, yeah.
Realistically, yeah.
Unfortunately, not high enough.
If you had lucky, you could have nat 20.
Oh yeah, you could have. Anna,
Oh.
leave it.
I mean, I can't spend a lucky.
It's not worth it, actually.
Yeah.
Anna, leave it. And you feel your body seize up. He may be obnoxious, but if we start a physical fight with him here, at all, it could mean very large legal ramifications for us. If we fight him physically, here, right now, it could mean the disbanding of Dynamic Solutions. Do you understand me?
Anna's just completely silent.
Control yourself.
I wasn't gonna hit him yet.
Anna, back up. Leave this to me.
Fine.
So, Mr.
Anna will
Sylvain,
just sit down wherever she is.
I don't really have any claim over this land. Nor do you, for that matter. Oh well, no, we're not arguing this. You know the law, as it stands, or as it stood pre-event, and if you really want to be leaning on the law there for your supposed dominance, you do have to follow that. In order for you to have any power, the government that made the laws needs to have power. Isn't that right, Mr. Sylvain? He seems quiet for a second. All right. Well, I will be taking a trip down to the capital here very soon. So, just be aware that, you know, should this continue, should this harassment continue, I may need to discuss that with your, how you say, supporters in the council. And they'll believe me. You know they will. Of course they will. You're a filthy f***ing arrow.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to
Racism
ignore
card activated.
that you just said that.
You activated my trap card. Racism!
And move on. So, Mr. Sylvain, please, you know, have some cake and make
question,
your
Multi.
way.
Could we have our camera equipment on us during this?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I want to record him saying that straight to Contrain's face.
Anna has recorded the entire thing.
You know,
Yeah.
things. That and you're not the only ones with cameras. Everyone else also has cameras.
It'd be very bad if that got out for him. Him being a racist right to this dude's face.
Well, yeah, definitely wouldn't be great.
There's no, well, he's an arrow, and it's just, yeah, no, that would be bad.
That would be bad, yeah.
Completely, that's completely unprovoked. There's no, like...
Especially for the, Well, the thing is, they could be argued, again, I'm not actually saying that it would be able to be argued, but the argument could be made for, you know, the Aeron Accords, but that's a very flimsy argument considering that Mr. Contrain is a very highly respected member of, you know, Solaran area, and it's been repeatedly proved that he does not have the same domineering urges as a lot of other Aerons. So
Also, doesn't he not hold the position of government?
Well,
Which
he
would
doesn't
be
now.
probably the main point of the Aeron Accords is for positions of
Oh, yeah,
government.
no. Legally, he can't have a governmental position. It's just saying that normally the Aeron Accords also just sort of
You
warn.
can't argue the Aeron Accords for racism, though.
No. I'm not. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that Aerons on average tend to not be very well liked in terms of political contexts because they're manipulative abilities, but yeah. Mr. Contrain's been shown.
Political context.
No, it's not. Well, for him convincing them about the actions of one Mr. Sylvain.
Yeah, but we're talking about the blatant racism.
Oh yeah, no, I'm aware. Anyway, so yeah, fine. Well, boys, let's make our way out of here. Oh, but I wanted more cake. You're stuffing your face like a filthy pig. It doesn't matter. Let's just leave. After all, if you... what's the term? Tussle with a roller, you're gonna get stacked. Anyway, moving on. Let's go. And he leaves with his men. And you see Contrain look over to somebody. Would you mind following him? I don't really trust him to make his way out peacefully. Yes, sir. And one of the groups of mercenaries heads out and looks.
So there was an envelope here waiting for
Yeah,
Arya with
looks at the
copy of the
whatchamacallit. It follows them out. Anyway, that's that.
Well, can I quickly ask for that guy's name?
It is Staravos Sylvain III. Staravos, that's what it is. Alright, well,
the bill of sale.
and I think
Okay.
I need to go for a second, so give me like 5-10 minutes.
Cool, there's a new name in my bonds. Unlike everything else, this one is hated.
Listen, I have an idea. If he
Next time
wants
we
his land so bad, what if we just burn it all? Make it uninhabitable.
I thought you were going somewhere else with it, but yeah, no, that would also work. I mean, I have two working ideas. Maybe on the next occasion we plant bombs in the cake. 5 to be specific. And my
The
other
6 under a
idea.
carpet.
Yeah. And then my other idea was going to be, if he wants his land, kind of building off of your thing, instead of burning it, we plant 5 bombs.
With
it always,
varying sizes.
yeah, it always goes back to bombs. Is kind of what I'm getting at.
Now we do a Feyworld style where, like, for 5 bombs you need the equivalent of 5 medium-sized gears.
Hmm.
So you can have just like one large gear and 1 bomb. Like what we did with the grenades.
Yeah. Maybe we mix it up. Tell them we planted 5 bombs, but we plant 6.
No, the 6 is just me.
Yeah, you're the bomb. You're the last one. I put you in the ground. When they dig you up, you explode.
We could actually tell them we plant 5 bombs and plant 4, just to keep them paranoid.
But less bombs isn't cool.
No. What we do is we plant 2 bombs. Tell them we planted 6. One of the bombs is Aurorus. The other one is one big bomb that we would have had to use 5 bombs for.
Jesus.
That way, they'll keep thinking about where the rest of the bombs are and think that all the bombs are that strong.
And while they're looking for it, we can have Oswin doing drone strikes with other bombs.
with other completely unrelated bombs.
Oh, so we said we buried 6 bombs, and not that there are
Not that there won't be more than 6.
The others just aren't buried.
Yeah. I like this idea. I'm interested in the amount of bombs we're planting.
At least 5.
At least. Minimum.
What's this about bombs?
Don't you
don't
worry, you
need to
little head
know.
over it.
Don't worry about it, bro. It doesn't matter. You don't have to worry about them.
Anyway, cool. Well, that's
Just make 'em
Yeah.
take checks real quick.
so. Yeah, and you know, Sylvain and his crew head out. The party seems really quiet right now. No one's really saying anything. Everyone seems kind of tense. Looked like you guys aren't the only ones who were looking like they wanted to get a piece of that guy.
How many people start backing away from Anna, who currently looks like she wants to kill someone?
Not only backing away, there's someone. There's a cross in the two that come up and stand next to you, though, as if they want to fight with you.
Adventurers Guild.
We should nuke them.
Wait, hold up, what?
They're better at cleaning toilets than they are clearing dungeons, am I right? I say that out loud.
Yeah!
One guy.
I get one guy.
My bad,
One guy's like, yeah!
One sec.
Really pumped up for no reason.
Yeah.
Dude wants fucking blood.
Yeah! That
It's
sounded
one guy,
horrifying.
But his voice is fucked. He's one guy, but he's got 5 mouths.
That's his power. He can just speak loud.
There's a lot of cheers and a couple of laughs, and it seems like the party's kind of brought back a little bit. Though admittedly it seems a lot more tense than before, and Contrain seems to have a lot on his mind right now.
I want to get more alcohol.
Anna will be walking up to Contrain.
I don't. Okay. Now it's gonna stop the minor from drinking.
I ate.
I think we need to ask Contrain where we could get a gun.
No reason.
I
Anna
think that
will
would
ask
take
when
his
she
mind
can
off
get
things.
that guy. Anna will be asking Contrain when she can hit that guy.
There might be a time for it in the future, Anna, but as things are currently going, I'm not sure. We need to catch him in the act of doing something really illegal, which so far has been unable to do.
Who exactly is that
He makes me
douchebag?
really angry.
I mean, he's apparently from the Adventurers Guild, but who is he exactly?
He is the current owner of the Adventurers Guild. Leader, I guess you could say that. Their CEO. He has a particular vendetta against Dynamic Solutions because, well, he looks over at Bob and their little family over there. You met their mother, right?
Yeah. Talk to them for a bit.
You remember her name?
I've drawn a blank. I'm sorry.
Gina Sylvain.
That's right.
The
Gina
second.
Sylvain.
Her mother co-founded the Adventurers Guild.
And then I'm going. Yeah. Then I'm going to assume something happened and they broke off.
Yes. No. Not long after the boys here were born, Gina, the original, the first, well, she was killed in a dungeon, and yeah, because of that, she. They say that she betrayed them. The Sylvains do. I personally think it might have been the other way around. Not sure why. But ever since then, their little family has been persecuted pretty heavily. It's why they moved across. But Bob and Rob, when they came over to... When they were looking for work, they came up to me back when I was living up in the northern archipelago. And, well, we founded Dynamic Solutions. Well, with a couple other guys, of course, but they helped me out a lot with the, actually getting people together and doing things like that. Pulled me out of a really dark place in my life, actually. Anyway. Yeah, so, because of their family, we have a particular target on our back. There are other mercenary groups out there, of course, but the Adventurers Guild doesn't see them as much of a threat. But with our rate of expect... Yes, Anna?
What's a good way to, per se, destroy a family?
What?
Wow, going for the legs, Jesus.
I don't really know about that. Sheesh. I'm just gonna leave that where it is. Anyway, don't let them ruin your fun. The festivities are still here for people's enjoyment.
Oh no, I used them to make more fun.
Anna has chosen violence.
Anna has chosen violence, jeez. Well, I'm not going to dignify that with an answer. We don't destroy families, Anna. If something comes up that will allow us to legally take care of them, if they get caught doing a crime, for instance, or if we can find some way to prove that they were the cause of death of, looks over at Bob and their family again, then if that's the case, then we would be able to take care of them, but for now...
So what you're saying is we frame them?
No.
No. Wow. You guys are just amoral, ain't ya?
That's... I was just drawing conclusions there.
A while back when I was still in Cross, I remember someone saying it's only a crime if you get caught.
That is not a saying. Actually, if you were to hear that, that would have been from an arrow.
Yeah, they heard it in Cross.
Yeah,
they heard it from across it.
I know, that's what I'm saying, is that I realized... I was about to say, you wouldn't have heard that in Cross, and I was like, no. Wait, you could have heard it if you did. It would just be from an arrow. Don't listen to that advice there, Anna. Otherwise, you become as bad as them. That's the logic that they live by. Because I know that they're dirty. I know that they are. I just can't find the proof for it. Anyway.
So, would you be willing to make this a job?
I'm not going to make this an official job, as that might be, I don't know.
Illegal, probably?
Destroying the Adventurers Guild seems like a very bad faith thing to do. Also seems, corporate espionage, things like that. Then those are illegal. And because of that, I think it's better off that if you find anything, you see, she was actually a bit of a dungeon delver herself. Headquarters. Anyway. No, that's going to be something that would need to be taken care of much later on. For now. And he kind of looks around to make sure that nobody else can hear them. For now, we have other business to attend to. I think I might head out for the camp a little earlier than I was expecting today. And just see if we can't get this whole land thing taken care of, right? Also, it might be good for me to get some official, whatchamacallit? Get some official council backing of my own. Even if it's only from the dwarves.
Got it.
And if we can do that, then we can argue the same point that he does.
Yeah, it's bonus week.
Meaning that he wouldn't be able to hold that over our heads anymore. Anyway. Yeah. So, I think that's probably where we're going to wrap up the session today.
It's bonus week.
No, wait. There's no alcohol being served. Well, there would be, but not
There would be. You cannot say there isn't.
They
There
would
would be,
stop.
but you're not getting any.
They would stop you from getting any.
On the 4th.
Too
I would have
young.
snuck some.
Here,
I would have
take
snuck
this
some.
whiskey instead.
Yeah, that's what children drink whiskey.
No, they just hand you a
After
can
Anna
of fizzy.
finishes up with Contrain, she will be
I want the good
drinking.
shit.
No, they hand you
Yeah, I
fizzy.
think she's not Anna from drinking as well, even if she's a legal adult. She's not being dumb enough.
You also forget that Anna can definitely hold her alcohol.
Alright, maybe a con save. Fucking pull your
Throwing up
alcohol.
is different, is the thing.
Not supposed to be at disadvantage.
I've announced this to 2 of you, but now I will announce it now. I've hidden 5 Among Us around the map.
That's a 21.
Can you find them all?
Wait, why is that saying +0 now?
Because it's doing ++1 to the luck stone. You didn't. Oh my! I think I know what you did. Hold on.
That was an accident.
Watch it.
That fixes it. But yeah, that's a 23.
So yeah, fun. In that case, yeah, you hold it down pretty well. It's not very strong. It's just, you know, it's just stuff for casuals.
Hey,
I have found 2 of your Among Us, Sam.
Wait, they're
I
real?
assume there are 5 Among Us hidden around the map. One of them is almost impossible to find if you aren't cheating. I would argue
Define cheating.
it's define cheating, Multi, this is for you only, is selecting it.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing.
Yeah, that's cheating.
I have found 1.
Good luck finding the 3rd one I made. It's not happening. For reference, the 3rd one's hexadecimal is 1 off of the background. Good luck.
Smile.
I feel that you put one right in the fucking meta range, it's the same exact color.
Oh, that is, thank you.
Because let's see.
This is why you pay your tithing and your fast off.
That one's easy
Anyway.
to find. That one.
I don't feel like looking. That's my standpoint.
This one's easy enough to find. So is that one if you're looking hard enough.
I'm always looking hard enough.
You know what's funny is I don't remember why I hit all of them.
God Damn it, Sam.
If
Sam
I
has
can't
been
find
in
them all,
5 Among
you all
Us.
sure as hell can't.
Anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna do a little bit of a session rating there in the whatchamacallit. Feel free to leave
Have
your
you did
remarks.
stream?
Oh, thank you everyone for watching. Remember to have yourselves one tiny little day. You might as well be okay. There's nothing to yourself. Remember to have yourselves one tiny little day.